Listen, your savings account is robbing you blind. But don't worry, I found out a way how to make my money work for me in my sleep, and I can help you do the exact same thing. Now, this isn't no get rich quick scheme. This isn't no pyramid scheme. This isn't something just trust me situation. This is legit, and this is something that your every average day person can implement in their lives, and they can really get to a bag. This isn't a short-term play. It's a long-term play. There's a promo going on right now, so you definitely want to jump on it before the price goes up because this is too valuable. The link is in the description, and hey, let's get our money up. Let's get back to the video. What up? What up? What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? Welcome to another show of Banter and Barter, man. One of the dopest shows out here, man. I'm your host, Courtney Edgar. Listen, I don't think my soundboard is working. I think he fucked up on me. So I can't hear myself. You know what I'm saying? But no, man, we got some dope topics today. You know, we got the main crew here today. We got Unbiased Raw, we got Macaroni Tony, we got Kay, and we got Ashley. How y'all feeling today?
Lovely.
Yeah.
It's been a good day.
Feeling good.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm gonna just let everybody know I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide.
You talk about Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. My boys won this past weekend, boy.
Man, fuck them boys. The War Eagle, man. Stop playing with me, boy.
Yeah, y'all can eagle y'all behind home, god dog.
I feel it. So look, we got some topics tonight. We got some good topics tonight. You know, we decided to make a small pivot. You know, we didn't all the way, you know what I'm saying, digress from it, but we're making a slight pivot today. We're gonna talk about some other things because we got some fire topics some things that's been going viral for a minute. So I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna bring about some dope ass conversations. So y'all ready to go ahead and get started?
Let's do it.
You better know it, Jim.
Yeah. What up, Marcus?
Yo, what's popping?
Chilling, big dog. Chilling. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure we Gucci on this. Okay, that shit. I'm about to say, but I said, hold on. All right, so look, the first video tonight. I don't know if you guys heard it, but y'all heard about the DoorDash chick. Y'all heard about her?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Well, this shorty here is basically saying that she was SA'd from dropping off some food to somebody's house, and apparently the door was cracked open. So she decided to push the door open and video record a man who butt booty naked on the couch sleep. And she's saying that he sexually harassed her. And so DoorDash decided to, you know, go ahead and give her the boot and blocked her whole account. So she ain't making no money. So yeah, we're gonna go play this video, then we'll get into it, all right? And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Cause this shit is wild. Oh, let me get everybody in here. There we go.
Gosh, just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation, providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working. I was literally working, and they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while door dashing. They just fired me, and the police are doing nothing. I lost my job, and that was my only way to make money to pay my bill.
Now, also that I didn't mention, she also, when she video recorded this, man, she also put it on social media.
Oh shit.
Yeah. She also put it on social media, and now she over here crying wolf. So what are y'all thoughts on this situation?
How do you get SA'd if he's sleeping? Like,
exactly.
What are we talking about?
That's what
I think that's what it was. Like, I think we was having a conversation on one of the other shows when we were trying to define what SA is because it's so broad now. I think now it's one of those days everybody, I'm not going to say, I think it's like the small amount of people. They just assign SA to just any uncomfortable situation they in. But I think this situation, I've been following it. I just been quiet about it for a minute because I just want to know all the details. So I haven't seen the video where she actually opened the door, but everybody keeps saying that she opened the door.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, still, the instruction was like, leave it at the door. Hey, look, leave it at the door and keep on moving. Right? Because if it was a situation where a dude opened the door and, you know, girl, she probably was gooning and, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, she got the finish or whatever and she passed out sleep, right? The door open. If a dude was, record him. No, if the dude was to record her and upload it on social media, everybody was like, bro, what you doing? She in her house. You open the door and then you saw her passed out and everything. Probably was drunk or something like that and passed out on a. Because I ain't gonna lie, I done warmed up some food and passed out on the couch, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I done warmed up some food and passed out, bro. So he probably ordered that Uber Eats or whatever and like went to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. I think she I really think sometimes some people be like, oh, this is my moment. I actually got SA this time. You know what I'm saying? Like this is I can say that I had the experience. Man, that's wild, bro.
Yeah, I had
Is it like the
seen.
indecent behavior?
I mean, I guess I don't think so. When you're in the house, I had seen these videos before I saw the actual video, so I was like, "Dang, that's crazy." But then I saw the video, and I was like, "Oh no, girl, we out here." I hate when you make me have to side with a man.
Wow,
Wow.
crazy.
Wow. Hey, drop that food off, man, and keep it going, man. I would have been. I would have been on the phone. I would have been on the phone. Hey, you ain't gonna believe what I just saw, bro.
Damn, we not even
knocked
sitting
out
in
on the couch, blood ass nigga when I dropped the food off.
Bruh, I only do that when I'm drunk.
Ankles, like
Y'all gonna try kids?
Oh shit, my bad.
Take away y'all.
But he wasn't butt booty naked though. He was.
His pants were around his ankles and his shirt was on, but all the rest, but in his briefs or boxers or whatever, were down on his ankles. Like he was out, but she, peeked in and then videoed. Like, girl, he said leave it at the door. You're supposed to leave it at the door, take a picture, and move along. But yeah, she did get a lot of traction before I saw the video, and then now people are talking about like, girl, you had us all bamboozled. So yeah, I can see why they let her go. And DoorDash finally came back and told her why or whatever. And they also let him go, I think, too. But in his defense, he's in his house minding his business. You decided to take a peek. So it's unfortunate.
Oh, his job let him go?
His door was open, or she opened the door? It was cracked.
It was cracked.
And she like pushed it to where it's like this much. And so you can see his body laying there knocked out.
No, she opened that bitch all the way. That shit was all the way open.
Yeah.
So he got finished taking care of business and passed out or what?
No, so I saw a video. Hey, I saw a video and the chick was like, I grew up with brothers and everything. She was like, dudes, y'all just go outside and piss and then come in and like forget shit when y'all drunk. So she was like, she was thinking like he probably went outside and pissed and came back and forgot the door was like open and passed the fuck out.
Yeah, it was giving like he was entertaining himself and then knocked out is what.
Yeah, after he got done going, it was like
he was probably yeah.
Oh, good passed out, man. Yeah, shit. That's the other. If he had selected leave at the door, shit, I'll fucking sue their asses for that. She should have never walked into his house. That's crazy.
And she posted it online herself.
Yeah,
like she had a case problem.
How someone doesn't play about stuff like that.
That's literally what that is. That's like what would that be categorized?
I forgot, but some type of I don't know. I don't know. But it's something outside of like indecent exposure, but like the opposite, you know, as him being
invading his privacy.
Right.
Wouldn't it be like wouldn't that be like revenge porn or something like that?
I feel like there's some category in there for that, yes, because he was exposed and she posted about it.
Like, ma'am, you're a creep. That's what you are.
Yeah, she was trying to get her little moment of fame. But I mean, from how viral it went, she definitely got her bills paid that month.
Yeah. Hey, but hold on, did something happen to him? Did you say he got fired?
No, DoorDash let him go, from what I had heard.
Yeah, he can't use the DoorDash.
Oh, like he can order anything?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But I don't know.
Respond? He didn't post any videos?
Not that I've seen.
Yeah, not that I've seen.
I wouldn't, though. I don't want people to know about my business. But to DoorDash, I would. But I don't need to go viral for the man that was.
He just need to be quiet. He just need to be quiet because if he come out and say something and he sound dumb, it's just gonna change everything.
Yeah.
You're right. He just needs to sue her and call it a day.
All of the day. Stay quiet, get your lawyer, and get it up there.
I don't think he'll get nothing though.
I agree.
No, he ain't gonna get nothing because she door dashing. And she turning red because she lost her door dashing job. Like you can go to work for 8 hours and go DoorDash for 2, 3 and make some extra money. You know what I'm saying?
She can do Uber Eats.
Yep, she can do that
too.
No, so but the thing about it is she might have messed up her situation with Uber Eats because now it's like, okay, I see what you on. You were trying to get a moment. Now you can't do nothing.
Right. She did go viral for it. But they did take all of her money. I think when they closed her account, they also closed the money in that account.
They're probably gonna give it back.
I have to deal with that.
They can't keep her money.
Y'all ever saw that meme? Y'all ever saw that meme when it had like this dude, the YT dude? He was like, "You took my house. What am I gonna do?" And it was like this mean dude. Like, she remind me of that meme. I have to show it. I have to show it. It's funny though. That's what she reminded me of because she was turning red in the motherfucker, boy.
Yeah.
Y'all got any final thoughts on this one?
She should go.
Mind your business. Go drop the food off and take your ass home, man.
Do what you supposed to do. What the fuck you supposed to do?
That's why I leave my door locked and bolted until I see them drive away.
Yeah, I do the same.
She need 30 days jail, 6 months probation. That's breaking and entering.
Hey, true that.
She pushed the door open and she crossed the threshold of the door jam to take the video. The shit on Twitter. That's breaking and entering.
Hey,
you went in that man's house.
Another thing, check it out. It was 2 trays where she dropped the food at. That mean ain't no way you would just occasionally having your phone recording while you were dropping the food off. No, you dropped that food down and said, "Yo, I'm gonna get my phone and capture this."
She peeked and she saw through that crack what was going on. So she actually left that hole open.
On
they take a picture though.
Yeah, on those food deliveries, sometimes they tell you to take a picture. So she might have up phone, took the picture, looked in, seen Arby's, and thought that she was gonna shoot a "You Got the Meats" commercial, and now she done met the unemployment line. So I don't know if it was worth it.
I beg your pardon.
Hey, Courtnee, your soundboard working?
Is it working for real?
Yeah, we heard it.
I can't hear it. I can't hear it.
Oh, the beg your pardon.
Yeah, and the ding.
And the ding. We heard all of them.
I can hear the ding, but can y'all hear this one?
No.
Okay. So it's just all right. So I just can't hear it on my end. All right, say less.
It's probably certain ones.
It's probably certain ones, bro, because we didn't hear that last one.
Dirty. Because I had the law.
I hope that ain't
somebody's was framing on here.
I had the Law and Order because Ashley said some outrageous stuff just a few seconds ago. I had the perfect one. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Hey, bro.
I'll say it again eventually.
That's crazy.
I got you.
That's crazy. Listen, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for that. Make sure I hit the bell notifications. Yeah, we can hit that one. So, listen, let's go to this next topic, though. Have y'all heard about the Kevin McCall and Chris Brown situation? What? Y'all ain't heard about that? All right, so Kevin McCall is one. I guess he's an R&B artist too, but not well known as much. But
I know he's a writer.
Yeah, he's a writer, and he wrote the song Deuces for Chris Brown. And so now he's just on the podcast, crying, talking about how he got an EBT card, and saying Chris Brown ain't paying him. They ain't paying him nothing. They ain't giving no money off of the situation. And, Chris Brown, this is an old video that I'm going to play first, and then I'm going to play the most recent one from Kevin McCall. But this is basically Chris Brown talking about, I pretty much give everybody my props who write, but, it is what it is. I'm Chris Brown. So, so I'm going to play it, and then we'll play the next video. Then we'll give our thoughts. All right. Let me take this off. Here we go.
Credit writers who write on my album. I got hella co-writers and we do certain shit, right? Describe. But it's just like this. They can write it. Who gonna sing it like that?
Now let's go to the podcast that Kevin McCall was on talking about this situation.
So I had all this back pay. Then I sold my catalog for $500,000. I only got $250,000 out of it. I bought my mama a house for $50,000, and then I had to pay all this child support. Why was my child support $2,000? I'm not Future or none of these like. So then I got the arrears, not retrograde. That's the little star shit.
Even if you still had your child in California, am I correct?
Yeah, I gotta prove all of that. They wasn't supposed to. I didn't have nothing on Marley. Marley, I gotta go and file a paternity, a petition for paternity. It's only $300, but watch this. I think it's a game, bro. No, this for when I poke. Don't walk up on me playing. Are you Team Breezy? Keep that on the internet. My bad. I went too far. All right, music.
Despite your flaws as a human being, you are one of the most talented individuals to ever grace the music industry.
We gonna get to that.
So
we gonna get to that.
Veer.
I love how you try that. I love how you. Yeah, we gonna veer to that. Well, we gonna get to
you have a testimony.
Why the get in on it?
I witnessed it.
He finna be in here and
why
tell us
I got an EBT card. And this is at Breezy, bro, and made 90 whatever the million, and it say KKKKK Mac. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro.
Leading up to who he is.
I'm not even tripping though. I got an EBT card, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? I can't even get nothing, bro, man. Y'all want to see me crying here, so y'all can think I'm a bro. That's ain't fair.
Hey,
I'm on EBT, bro.
Hey,
that's wild.
I beg your pardon.
Look, bro.
I'm down, bro. I'm on EBT, fat. Look. Say my name, bro. That shit is better. I had to go up in there by my face with a mask, like COVID, bro.
Don't act like every had no motherfucking EBT card.
On the set, I think I had an EBT card.
And then I might get an EBT. I walk in the building and look at me crazy.
Let me tell you this, cuz.
my name.
Me and Heather went to the county building together. On my mama, together. We went to the county building together, bro.
Oh, God.
We go, everybody fight out of this shit.
Hide in there, bro.
I need you to think
on the set, everybody gonna go through problems, bro.
Hey, bro. Do you remember what Nip said to you? You don't remember that day we went in there? You don't even remember, huh?
I was high as I was going through it, bro. I want to kill myself.
That spoke life into you, bro. That was my first introduction to him. And like humbly, I had to let him know, like, bro, you one of the realest I never met. Like we gangsters, so like when you in that world, like you know the world.
I never discredit.
All right, so what's y'all thoughts on this?
Man, that's old dirty bastard did it way better than my man right now. He need to take some he need to take some lessons from that shit. That's crazy. I don't understand, man. Like, why you here on the internet crying? Like, for real though, that wasn't no bullshit. That was no fake. He was crying.
Yeah, that was
only is if he didn't pay him, cool. This cat's supposed to be talented, which I'm guessing he is. Like,
yeah,
I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm going to work at goddamn some Target. I'm sitting there crying, waiting on some other dude to be paying me and shit. Like, if that's the case, I mean, I don't know what they thinking. If he's actually talented, he can go somewhere else, do some other shit. Like, I don't know, man. I don't even know how you get to that point to where you're sitting there like literally begging some other dude to pay you or some sympathy or some other bullshit. If he owes you money, you can figure out the way to get that. But you literally pretty much he's looking for sympathy.
You don't owe him nothing. He said it in the beginning that he sold it. He agreed to the terms and condition of him selling the song. He didn't say, I'm gonna sell you this. He didn't say I'm gonna sell you this song, but I actually want royalties off of it. He said I sold it for what, $500,000.
He reneging on his bad mistake.
He sold it for $500,000. Yep. After taxes and everything, he got $250,000. Yep. What dudes do? I'm gonna go buy my mama a house. So he went and bought the mama house with cash. Now he back broke. He agreed to all
that makes it a lot different. That makes it way different, bro. I thought he was owed money.
It's just bad it's bad business, and he was off. He didn't have the representation he should have had to say, hey, I'm gonna sell you this song, these 4 songs, and I want royalties on it. He didn't have that. He said, yo, I guarantee back then I'm gonna get the bag. I got $500K. Boom, 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 this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. And everything was good while he had the money. But now he's showing the EBT card for what? That's your personal business. Do what you got to do until you get out of it. If you sold for the Chris Brown, you can sell more to other people. Why does it end here? Why does it end here? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, Chris Brown did not lie when he said what he said. He at the end of the day, Chris Brown is not where he at because he do bad business. He did business the way it was. We hear all the time that producers sell beats to people for $400,000. They don't get no royalties. They just move on and they just do more projects with other people. Old buddy probably got paid and slacked off and wasn't really about that grind. And now he at the point where ain't nobody rocking with him. No, right now, because like R&B and stuff kind of like dead for real right now. So it's like, do we supposed to feel sorry? I can sympathize, like, yo, you're in a bad situation, but you made the decisions.
How you get 200-something thousand, buy your mother a house, owe back child support.
Child support. I forgot about that.
You sold your own work for less than what it was worth. You did bad business, and now you want to come up here and cry about an EBT card? Get back to work.
Go to work, dog.
People know you. You got connections. Look what fit he got on. He got a couple dollars. You don't want to pay that child support.
Hold up. Kay, you saw how long it took him to flip it out? He don't use that shit like that, bro. No. If you really was using that all the time, you don't.
Ain't talking shit at the same time.
In the front of the wallet.
Bullshit not this shit. Get me a fumble.
And look, and then
pull out them expensive jeans.
The dudes with him, bro, they the worst people to be around. They laughing at him after the camera's off.
Oh yeah.
Ain't no way, bro.
I'm gonna sit up. Home if you only got $200K.
Right. And that was your only check?
Right. You bugging out.
Should have saved that a little bit. Your mom could have waited a little longer, or put her in a condo, put her in something nice. Rent.
You don't have to buy it outright. You don't have to buy it outright.
He could have put. He could have put
apartment and call it a day.
He could have put. He could have put. He could have paid off wherever she was at. If she was in an apartment, he could have put down $20K or something like that for her to be in an affordable house. And then he'd be like, once I keep on going and make some more hits and everything, I'm going to upgrade. We're going to sell the house and we're going to upgrade you to something else once I get to that point where I'm making millions. The problem is a lot of people, when they first see money, they think it ain't going to run out. Mm-hmm. Now it ran out. Now you looking at Chris Brown singing your songs flying around the arena. Now you mad.
Now you mad.
I'm talking about Chris Brown on his back, and he do a whole flip on the back and he's flying around and you like,
he sold 4 songs, so I'm like, go back and make some more, so now you know how to approach him next time.
I think
the
issue is
get some stock out of it. Like, hey man, listen.
No, I think the issue is some people don't have the business acumen to do the networking part of it. They got the talent to make the songs, but you still have to have the network where Chris Brown say, hey, I got this guy over here, wherever he's from, he done wrote some dope songs. It's based off you build that what's the word? Rapport with Chris Brown, and he put you in a game to go to somewhere else, and so you can make your bread.
Because he wasn't doing too bad.
He could have had to be a background singer. He could have tried so many different things.
Because my thing is, I would have used, if anything, I would have used Chris Brown's name for leverage. Like, listen, bro, you know that Deuces song? Listen, that was a hot song. I can write more. I can give you more of that. Like, what you mean? You out here struggling? What you talking about? Use that shit as leverage. You can market yourself effectively. You can market yourself on Instagram or any type of platform, and you can get to a bag. But you on the podcast crying. And I'm pretty sure he probably linked his Cash App to it too. But just saying.
Probably got a nice car.
Right. No, Deuces was what, 15 years ago?
Yeah, when it was really good.
You know how much you could have did?
Because I was in college when Deuces came out.
Yeah.
So during that time when Deuces was going in, he's supposed to have been grinding and working hard. He got his check and said, yo, I got y'all. I can't nobody tell me nothing now. You know, just like what's the dude? The dude that son Lion King.
Shit. The one who played Michael Jackson, the one who played Little Mike.
Yeah, his mom was there. That was the representation that he had. That, you know, he had somebody in the music industry in his ear to say, "Nah, we gonna get paid this $100K, but we want the residuals." He ain't had nobody. He was making his own decisions, and he thought he was on.
Jason Weaver is his name.
Yeah, I don't feel sorry. And then, from the sounds of it, okay, you got paid for them 4 songs. You sit up there and made some babies. Now you got child support. Now child support.
Child support. He was in the rears.
My whole thing, bro. I'm consistent.
That's because he was married to Eva Marcel, and she wanted that money, and now he's trying to claim broke so he don't have to pay that back child support. He not slick.
Nah, that boy broke.
He broke.
Hey, look. Okay. 15 years, 2,000 every month. That boy broke.
He ain't broke.
Well, he was complaining about the 2,000. I do think he is struggling. I felt like the tears were real. I felt bad that he's crying. But I mean, you make a mistake and then you recover. Like, you didn't do it then. Start doing it right after. Even if you don't have people to help you. You knew you messed up. Go make another beat. And now tell him what you want. Like, I don't know. And then he kind of burned the bridge. Like, you could have went right back to Chris with some new stuff. But yet, you can't now because there was a whole bunch of this beef throughout the time. So it's just like, and you're making yourself look bad. People don't want to work with people who do this. Like, do this.
True. What you got, Raw?
I don't know what his contract is, so I can't really say what he can and can't do, because a lot of these people, sometimes they might sign a contract saying that, oh, they write exclusively for XYZ, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, and we don't know like how many years that term might be. Because it sounded like when he was crying too, at one point, he said something about, you know, a contract somewhere. You know, when people young, they sign these 360 deals and all types of crazy shit, not really realizing what it entails. Because you got people that, you know, they signed 360 deals when it was the cassette tape era. Then CDs came out, MP3s, whoop-de-whoop. They thinking they finna take off and get some bread. And it's like, yeah, no. We said no matter what music evolves into, we gonna get our cut. We need that. You signed the deal. So depending on what he signed, he actually might be legally binded to where he can't go right for other people. And I mean, the love era is dead. Everything is pimping and tricking nowadays. So R&B, and it's on the whole, people that care for R&B, they listen to their same 18 tracks from the 90s and call it a night.
Yeah.
So he kind of is pigeonholed.
He should be going viral over that.
Huh?
Tell him to get out the contract. He should then make that go viral. Let me out the contract. Like that could have been his push instead of the boo-hoo thing. You could push for let's write a new contract, and then that could be the whole thing. Because then people will be on his side. Because
what you got to understand is the companies have to actually give a fuck about you to let you out the contract to begin with.
Yeah.
And some of those companies, if they feel like they invested more into you than you brought back already, they might just tell you like until you bring my initial return on investment, like, respectfully, fuck off. They can do that. So, I mean, unless he got a homie that could buy him out the contract, that's a way. But outside of that, it's like, okay, well, you was beefing with Chris, which when Chris first came out, he was still, I ain't going to say he was soft, but, he was still a fully nice guy.
He like JD. He like what JD McCray is right now. He bringing a new Chris Brown type of look.
Yeah, he wasn't fully abrasive. He still had that little innocence to him.
Yeah,
you could have probably worked with him back then, but y'all done took stabs at each other, thickened up your skin, you had beef, all this other stuff. I mean, that shit low key kind of dead. How you gonna tell a man that's getting 1,000 a picture with everybody baby mama to come give you some bread when you owe your baby mamas? Like, it's a cold world, but
so I think what he should have did with that interview, he should have said, "Man, I got so many things in the vault. Like, if you thought Deuces was fire, you thought this was fire. I got so many things in the vault that I just haven't released because of my contract and all that type of stuff. But I got this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah." And then people would have been seeing it, all that boohoo and crying, like business people that could have been like, "Bro, I ain't finna deal with that. He on his last look. He ain't said nothing about what he working on right now, bro. I ain't got time for it, bro. Like, I look at decisions, bro. He got baby mama through the whole situation. He paying child support. If you sat there and bought your mom a house, I ain't saying nothing wrong with that. But now that you didn't use all the money that you done made off these 4 songs, and then you sign a contract and you got to do what you got to do, and you didn't fulfill it or whatever. But I guess he out his contract. If there was an NDA that got to the situation where now he can talk, he talk.
I mean, he sold his catalog. He said, isn't that what he did?
Yep. Sold his catalog. Yeah.
So
he sold it for a penny. So, like, what you want us to do? You did that.
He gonna get a couple more baby mamas, because I'm sure that interview going platinum in the hood. He got EBC.
Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%.
I know Shaquisha watched that. Oh, I need to slide in his DMs. I can get some crab legs this week.
100%.
Hey, he gonna be good.
We got most intelligence.
That boy got unlimited seafood boil on a card.
Hey, I don't know what that's talking about, man. Hey, he showed his emotions. He showed his feelings, like what he was feeling. So, congrats to him. Hey, congrats to him, man.
Man, everybody in Tyrese, camera and go get a check. He sealed his fate.
He said, "Man, I'm on EBT, man."
It took him too long to flip that bitch out. He don't use that bitch often, bro. It took him about 2 minutes.
On the front page, on the front of it. Nah, he ain't using that bit for real, bro.
I think he was thinking about it. He's like, "Man, should I do it? Should I not? I don't know." He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
That's probably his baby mama's EBT card, man.
Even though he wanted to zoom in, they wouldn't zoom in. I want to see it.
Right, like zoom on in. Let me see it. Just block out the number. Let me see the name on that bit.
That boy just put a card up and said, "Nah, I'm on EBT, bro."
And y'all saw how he threw it. You saw how he slammed that hoe down like it was an Uno card.
Nah, hey, look,
you know what's some money on there.
He slammed that bitch like it was spades, boy. See, if I was one of the hoes, I would have like, "You got money on it left or not?" You slamming that little hard, little brother.
No, when somebody slam a card like that, they trying to show you how much is in that balance. They shaking the weight up. If it was empty, he'd let it fall on the floor.
Dude, like, you are the most talented mother. I'm like, shut up, bro.
It's always that one. You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact, I'm offended. I'm calling Trump, bro. But blowing my tax money.
He's like, come get him. Come get him. Yeah, I hear flying tax money, bro. Fuck around with tax dollars. Nah, come get him.
Chris Brown writer was
got that everybody's taxes card.
He's
hey, yeah, let him get in there with R. Kelly, bro. Let me put on some hits,
bro.
Oh, Lord.
Hey,
R. Kelly wild work.
Oh shit, man! Look, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Y'all hit the bell notification. So let's go to this next topic, man. Let's talk. We're still talking about money in this aspect, but we talking about money from a Christian's perspective.
Oh, Lord.
Pastor Marvin Winans.
I hope this ain't what I think it is, bro.
This is why black people leave in the church.
I'm a cam off, dog.
This is why black people leave in the
I'm
church.
gonna sip this Jesus water. Y'all wildin'.
Because these niggas out here wildin'. How you gonna tell somebody what you expect, what they should be paying the church and donating? How you know how much money these people got?
Yeah, straight face too.
Straight face, dog.
Straight face.
This shit is wild. Bro. So let me go ahead and play this video. Then we'll give our thoughts, man. Cause this shit is crazy.
Hi, Roberta McCoy, giving faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
I know you lying. Was he laughing? Was he joking?
Kind of like payment do, man. It kind of like payment do.
It looked like he was it looked like he was dead ass serious.
And receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
Nah, fam. You lying to me.
It sounds like he asked for 2,000, but they only ended up getting the 12 and some change.
Like,
these are tithes.
Apparently.
I ain't never heard nobody ask me $1,000 plus $1,000.
I ain't never heard pastors. This might be a new wave thing because I ain't never heard pastors asking for a certain amount of money.
It's not new wave. You know how many times they pass that bowl around?
Right.
Close the door. Close the door.
Yeah, we said Marvin Sapp.
Close the door.
Close the door. Bro, what? What is going on with these pastors, bro?
I ain't paying like you used to.
1,000 plus 1,000.
1,000 plus
He's
1,000.
all work on the 800.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I pay my tithes differently. Every time I get paid, I do something, right, to help people. I don't do it for the church because I be seeing how I be going. But I do. I'm not gonna villainize all churches because I think there are a lot of churches that do things like how it's supposed to be. But man, that right there, that's crazy. Saying that 2,000 is not enough, bro. You wanna know why he said that?
Why?
He know her.
Oh, he knows what kind of money she got.
Yeah, ain't no way you gonna sit here and tell a random person he knows she got it. That's the reason why he said what he said. That's why I don't like that, because if you know, not being on no Bible thumper, that's not what it was. The paying tithes is not to the church. And then back in those days, tithes was not money; it was just resources, right? So it was like it could be food, it could be bread, it can be whatever. Now, what we at now, sitting here telling somebody they supposed to pay $2,000 and then shame her in front of the whole church.
And she laughed, and everybody else laughed. Wow.
She said,
the other 800.
I'm gonna be back with some more. Man, I would have got my money. I'm like, man, forget you, Pastor. You and your wife. And I would have head up out that thing and be like, yep, I'm finna sign up for a new church. Because this ain't it.
Right.
It's almost like, to me, it almost kind of seemed like some of the black business you go to. Like, I know you got it, so you can pay for these $40 oxtails. I know you got it. So it's like, yo, bro,
that car you drove up in. I know you got some money.
You got that money. So y'all know why you been cheap.
Well,
sister, like, come on, bro.
Sister, I saw you with them crab legs last week.
I think you mute on Raw.
I said, if you ain't got no money, you shouldn't be eating oxtail to begin with.
Facts.
But I don't know. Sister might be the +1 on the retreat. That's why he know how much money she got.
Ain't no way, bro.
She wasn't being discreet on retreat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, bro.
But no, check it out. Check. You see how he like that lean? That lean he got right now. That's that old man. I know you got it. Like, you hear me?
Yeah, I'm pretty
you
sure.
know it.
Announcing what they're giving is crazy too. I'm gonna give you this $1,000 plus this whatever.
Yeah,
like, why y'all going up there talking about it?
On to my. That's the true meaning of coming to the front of the congregation. Boy,
I mean, shit. This the first time y'all seen it, maybe, but this what happened at the mega churches.
No, I see it. I
forgot which church it was, but it was an NFL player that went there. He had he had signed a new contract or whatever, and they called him out about some shit because they was like, "Oh, we know you could tithe more. You just got that new contract type shit."
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not going to church.
That'll be how I don't go to church.
What was that one?
Which one?
You talking about Pastor?
Hey, what was that one that it was the one going on the internet where these ladies were talking about her pastor's got a new car, like got I want to say like a Maybach or something, and they were like all about this shit. I can't fucking remember what it was. But it was crazy. He had got some brand with.
I know the one that got robbed in church. He was viral for a little bit till he got robbed on the pulpit. I mean, in New York, he had a Bentley. He used to wear like Gucci and Burberry suits and all sorts of stuff up there. He had like the Versace frames on, and they ran up in the middle of the sermon and got him for his gold necklace and all that. Took the Lord right off his neck.
In the church.
It too. He's like, y'all going straight to hell.
If I'm a pastor, you ain't taking the Lord off my neck now.
No, wait.
We gonna die behind Jesus.
Problem at all, but at least get out the church parking lot.
Just when he thought he was safe.
Boy,
hell nah. Hell nah. Any final thoughts on that one?
Shorty short 800. She better go figure it out.
Be careful. Be careful with your ties, man. Make sure you pay it towards something that matters for real. For real. That's all I gotta say.
She better go flip that EBT and get that 800.
You could have gave that old boy that $2,000 on his EBT. You know what I'm saying? It would have been better off that way.
You know what I'm saying? Or you could have paid your 10, or you could have paid yourself 10%. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it was even crazy with Mormon churches.
Or instead of being the side thing to the pastor, she could have got a deacon. It's cheaper.
Lord.
There you go.
No, Courtnee. Hey, but look though, a lot of these churches know people's salaries, so they calculate for real. So
that's fine. Listen, bro. Listen, I wish you would calculate myself. I'm like, yo, you.
Like you gotta
ask, or do you have to fill something out? Like what?
Yeah, like the Mormon churches, you gotta tell them how much you make, and they take a certain amount.
So basically, what they do
is
basically what they do is they they'll ask you what you do by trade. It's like a form you do if you want to be a member of a church, and they'll say what you do for a living, and then they'll do their research and see what's the national average, and be like, I know how much you're making, bro.
That's too much.
So if you do 10% of that, they'll be like, on average, you probably need to contribute about this 10% of your, to the church.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I'd be like, it's a no.
But those are the bad churches. I would say those are the bad churches that do that, but I didn't seen it.
That shit is wild. You hear me? Out of pocket.
I know you lying.
Yeah, for real. All right, so look, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Hold on, what the hell? All right, so I'm pretty sure that y'all saw the Mark Lamont Hill and Flip on the Joe Budden, how Mark Lamont and Flip went at it. No, all right. So let me try to pull it up real quick for y'all, so y'all get the context of the video and what
I've seen it. My fellow brethren, Courtney.
My fellow brethren. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. All right, let me click. Boom.
I will. So if you allude to it, because you say a lot of tricky words.
No, I don't.
So
I say regular words that's tricky to you.
Tricky words, funny as shit. That's another thing you do, right? Like, my nigga, you the busiest man in the world. You spend 1,000 hours trying to communicate and speak to people to be accepted by people that this community, that this nigga built through the community. I don't need to do that.
That's our job.
Nigga. I believe in myself.
That's our job.
No, our job is to come up here and work and show and put our best foot forward.
And that's what I do.
That's our job. Plus, do other shit behind the scenes.
You mean like promote the show?
To try to win favor. You try to win favors.
You mean like fan engagement?
You try to win favors.
All right, you're
period. To me, you try to win favors
with the fans.
And then on top of that, even if you do win favors, even if you do win favors, you try to point out everything else that nobody do. That's sucker shit to me.
When do I do that?
You try to point out.
Don't call me a sucker no more. 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 Don't call me a sucker no more.
That's sucker shit. I'm not calling you out saying that's sucker shit. I can take that. I'm not calling you saying that's sucker shit. You got to suck, but that's
and I'm telling you, you say that sucker shit, I take it like you saying it to me. So I'm saying
what I'm saying.
Let's do this. Let's both calm down. No.
Stop doing that.
No, I'm saying let's both calm down. Let's both calm down because I'm telling you right now, the way you talking to me, I'm taking a different way. So let's both calm down. I'm saying let's talk like brothers.
You don't gotta say that.
I'm saying because what you and you ain't gotta say that sucker shit. So I'm saying let's.
You're not a sucker, but I said the behavior.
Then we good. Then we good. Then we good. Now let's get back to the show.
But that's why you saying that?
Because when you say that sucker shit, I take that as disrespectful. And I take that as to me. To me. So I'm trying to tell you.
But there's a lot of shit you say to niggas that we take disrespectful. But for
and there's a lot of shit you say that I take disrespectful. Nigga, I'm not gonna talk about it on air because I'm not you.
I'm afraid.
So at the end of the day, I'm not you. This is what you do, and then I'm gonna leave shit alone.
All right.
No, Imani, I'm not potting. I'm not potting. Nigga, don't fucking say it. What the fuck is you doing? Nigga, do you want? Are we talking or we potting?
Y'all are making.
We can talk outside or we can pot.
Mark.
Then let's talk outside.
No,
don't. Fuck that.
Mark and Flip. It's not fucked
No,
up.
every time you get mad, you talk to niggas like they pussy and they not.
I didn't call you pussy.
No, you call me a fucking sucker. That's the same shit. Let's talk outside. Stop. I'm not trying to control. Let's just talk outside.
We can't talk outside.
They can talk outside.
No, y'all can talk outside. No, y'all.
I'm talking outside.
Not outside. You're not in this hallway. Not in this hallway. You're not. Yeah, y'all take that shit up to a project block or somewhere. Yeah. What are y'all talking about?
That's what I said. This is all fucking dumb shit. If we pod, no, we. Exactly. Let's pod.
All right. So before I play the other two videos, what are y'all thoughts on this so far?
I usually don't rock with Mark, but I think he right in this one right here because he multiple times he tried to calm it down, but old buddy was really on some sucking shit. So I understand like if people from two different regions when they hear like some jargon that'll set somebody off. Me and Courtney, we from the same place. I went to school in New Orleans and they were like, "What's Sam the bitch?" And I felt disrespected. I was like, "Didn't call me a bitch." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Bro, you good?" He was like, "What's Sam the bitch?" I was like, "What?"
Right.
So then when I had went to talk to one of my homeboys that I put it like this, I trust him. I said, "Hey man, some dude said," he said, "What's Sam the bitch? Like, do I supposed to feel disrespected?" He was like, "Oh nah, man, that's just like." He just saying like, "What's up?" Right? So when he was like sucker shit, I think Marcus from Philly, they don't play that like that. You know what I'm saying? So, buddy, he say that all the time. Say, "Hey, that's some sucker shit." he thinking like Mark's supposed to just take it on the chin and like know what he talking about. But if you from a different region, they take that as disrespect.
Nah, they're from the same spot.
Nah, I can't get down with that because he said it's sucker shit. He ain't say he was a sucker. So that's a nigga that grew up with a fucking single mom and he acting like his mama and emotional and heard one key word and wanted to get triggered like a little bitch.
I think he wanted to get mad. I think he wanted. I think people been calling him a pandering, little panda bear, and like a little whatever. I think this is a perfect reason for him, a situation for him to get mad, to say that I'm not no bitch. Like I think it just worked out perfect for him. I don't think they're gonna fight. I think
but he might as well pull his titties out because he look even more like a bitch. Because
he does. But he tried to get gassed up to try so people think that he was hard. But
No, bro. He tried to calm it down multiple times because he said, "Dog," he was like, "What you mean by that?"
And he said like, that sucker shit. He stood on what he said.
He said that. He said, "I'm not calling you a sucker," and he still said he didn't like it, and he tried to calm it down. He said, "Because I'm taking that a different way than what you're meaning." So,
and I don't give a fuck how you take it because you got to take the whole context. So,
but he also tried to control it, right? He
that's
said,
like when people talk about money and say money is the root of all evil. You forgot the word love, so you fucked off to begin with. The love of money is the root of all evil.
In this context, that's like this panel. And we get into it, but we know this panel in the sense of like we need there at some point we gotta reel it back in, and that's the same with that situation. He tried multiple times.
Well, that's I'm with Raw on this one. Nah, fam, that was wild what Mark Lamont did. Like he took way too he was too offensive with that one, bro. He said it's sucker shit. How many times we heard somebody say, "Look, bro, that's some dumb shit." Oh, so what you calling me a dumbass now? Like it's the same shit. Like, hey, bro, that's sucker shit. That sucker shit that you do. I ain't calling you a sucker. I said, but that shit that you're doing is sucker shit. It's the same thing.
Talking shit about what he was doing first, and then he wants to say what they were talking about. Shit that he was doing.
Yeah,
so he's gonna be upset,
right?
And I think him complaining about doing more than what he's doing already is some bullshit. He complained. He started off complaining about some bullshit. You mad because somebody else is trying to help out the pod that you on. And pointing out how you could be doing more stuff, and you want to be mad, then you're gonna come at him, and then tell him that what he's doing is some sucker shit. It's crazy.
Another thing is, bro, it was like I can't stand what people say because your vocabulary might be more vast than others that you use on a day-to-day basis. Mark Lamont, he's on all these different Fox News, all these places with all these other people that be debating and all that type of stuff. He done picked up some stuff, and he's well educated and stuff. So his vocabulary kind of gonna be different sometimes. When somebody say, "Hey man, you be saying some tricky words," I'll be like, "What you mean by that? You getting mad because I know how to illustrate how I talk, right? If I'm using vocabulary that you don't use on a day-to-day basis, okay, cool, I get it. I'm not going to say dumb down because I know there's a lot of people with a high IQ that probably don't say all these fancy words, but they can be clear and concise and get straight to the point, right? Better than somebody that know a whole bunch of word salad. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing about this whole situation where it started was, what's his name? Flip or Ish?
Mm-hmm.
Which one is that?
Flip. Yeah, Flip is the big one.
Flip had an issue of what he got going on outside of the podcast. He feels though that Mark is not doing as much back end work as everybody else, right? My whole thing is Joe Budden hired him for a certain reason of whatever that facet is. Whatever they talked about, that's what he's supposed to be doing. And if you mad because Joe Budden say this is what I do, so I'm going on all these different podcasts, this, that, and third of them. Not even podcasts. These prominent
CNNs, MSNBCs,
yeah, all that type of stuff. And I'm bringing visibility, and we try to build a thing way more. Just because you're doing what you're doing and you feel that you're doing more, doesn't mean that you discredit what I'm doing. And he's talking about you trying to earn favors. Yes, I'm trying to earn favors to help the goddamn podcast because when he got released from wherever he wasn't nobody trying to pick him up. Joe Budden picked him up. So yes, I'm gonna go over here and fuck.
So Joe Budden, so Mark Lamont ain't necessarily helping Joe Budden. Joe Budden helping Mark Lamont out.
I say both.
I disagree 100%.
But didn't you say that he's been on like NBC and Fox?
Yeah, he's
and
been
all
on
that
it, but Joe Budden been doing
but
this.
he didn't
Joe
have
Budden
to.
been doing this for
He got
years
let go.
before
He
Mark
got let
Lemon.
go. He got let go. So he's like a guest on everything. He's not like on there every time. He's like a guest when he go talk.
Yeah.
But after he said something that was, I forgot what it was, but he got let go. Nobody wanted to pick him up. Even these black prominent ESPN, whatever, not ESPN, but all these different places, they didn't even pick him up. So Joe Budden said, hey, you can talk your shit over here. So it's one of those things. It's a business situation. Old buddy Flip, he had his grievances. We don't know what's going on in the back end of things because it probably stemmed from other shit that they probably talk behind the scenes. We don't know. But my whole thing is
they always going back and forth with each other.
But my whole thing is, if you got a problem with how I'm operating, the facet of how I'm bringing views here versus what you doing, plus you saying I'm saying tricky words, like what the fuck that mean, bro?
It could mean a lot of things because a lot of times a lot of people will try to use that to trick you because they will understand their market. They will understand the people that's listening to them. So they'll try to use the big words to make themselves seem bigger than instead of just having a regular conversation. We see a lot of times where people use these big words for no reason. Like, bro, you could have just said something more simple. Why you being extra?
But
it's not the fact that okay, well, I don't understand it. It's like, bro, I know what the word means, but come on, dog. You got to understand. We got an audience here. Not everybody's not gonna understand what this shit means.
All right, let me.
Let's break it down. Let's break it. Hold on, bro. Let's break it down to a C student's perspective, right? Shout out to Anton. Sometimes you got to make shit a little bit more simple when you're having the conversation. We understand who Mark Lemon is. We understand where he came from. But if you're intellectual enough to talk this way, you should be intellectual enough to bring it down a little bit to have an actual conversation where everybody can talk and actually engage in that conversation. That's the whole point. But it wasn't the fact that what the big words that he was saying that Flip was talking about. A lot of times, Mark Lamont Hill will do that because he's a debater. So he will do that to try to trip you up. He will do that. And I've seen many videos of him doing that.
So what? They do the same thing because they.
It's not a debate. It's not a debate platform. That's the point. It's not a debate. It's not. You on Joe Budden? They just having. You're not debating. You're not having a one-on-one debate. Me versus you. It's not a debate. We just having a conversation. So you being extra. So with him saying this is some sucker shit, it ain't got nothing to do with him. Oh, I'm trying to disrespect. I'm calling you a sucker. You a sucker, nigga. You ain't gonna do shit. That's two different meanings. This is sucker shit that you are doing. That's sucker shit. I'm not calling you a sucker. That's the difference. So I think the fact that Mark Lamont here, he took it a little too personal. He took that shit a little too personal, and he got a little bit too emotional about it.
Man, I think the situation is. I watched the podcast too. I don't think he always. Have you ever watched what's his name? The Six.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's the person that used a bunch of word salad for no damn reason.
I agree.
Mark Lamont don't do that, bro. He do say some words. They come out of nowhere or whatever. But at the same time, people that be multifaceted in different areas and everything, it's going to come out sometime. You can't be mad at me because my vocabulary is more expanded, right? It's going to come out. I can I ain't going to say dumb myself down. I can read the room and try to do that, right? But sometimes it's going to come out.
So you think that him saying that doesn't stem from him doing that on a constant basis? You think he just said that right out the gate and just said, "Oh, bro, you just saying shit. You just saying this shit. You always do this." So you think it was just that one time? Because again, it don't just shit like that. Don't just come out the blue. He probably done it many times before, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna call this shit out. Since we here, so I'm gonna call it out."
I think the situation
is acting up.
I agree. Flip be acting up too. I agree.
I think the situation, if I look at the holistic of the show and I see who the most combative and the most emotional, Flip and Ish always going into it about something.
Ish is light skin, right? Ish is light skin, right?
Yeah, but I said Ish and Flip. Both of them always in a situation where they always yelling, doing all this stuff. This is the first time Mark Lamont actually like fuck it, I'm gonna get my shit off if we gonna do it. Because it probably been a whole bunch of times they've been saying some side shit, sucker shit that they be saying about him. Because I done literally seen what old buddy came in there and said, well, Mark, you always side with women and blah, 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 and this, that, and the third. Ish and all them talking about, right, sure do, They on his ass. Mark said, you know what? I'm gonna go about this conversation like how I'm gonna go about it, and I'm gonna do myself accordingly. They attacking him the whole time and everything. It ain't supposed to be a debate, but it's a debate then. Okay, so when he get his shit off now he the bitch.
Yep.
That's hypocritical, right?
Why wait so long?
If y'all saying that Buddy's so educated to where he can dumb himself back down, then you should already know on the ground level that you got to take the context into what the context is. If a motherfucker say you doing sucker shit, that don't mean you a sucker. That just means that the actions that you did at this time is stupid. Right now, you being stupid, bro. I ain't say you was retarded, but this is some stupid ass shit you doing right here.
So let me ask you this.
Like, oh, you calling me stupid? Well, shit. At this point, since you making yourself look stupid, now you look like a fucking sucker.
All right, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Because when one person feel like you doing sucker shit, he fucking right.
Everybody else in the room was quiet, so it's just between.
Because they was letting them get their shit off. You know how us
what's only relative? That makes it relative to that point. Then, so if he's the one that said it, and it seems that way, nobody said anything. So you doing some sucker shit. Just as Mark Lamont, just like Mark Lamont felt that he was being disrespected and he was being called a sucker when he wasn't. And Flip clearly said, "I'm not calling you a sucker. I'm saying what you did, the shit that you doing is sucker shit. I'm not calling you a sucker."
If I've been on this panel right here, and let's say me and you get into it, Courtney, and you say, all right, the conversation started as one specific thing, and you be like, Clem, you be doing X, Y, and Z, and this, that, and the third. Macaroni, you be doing X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, we addressing that. And then you throw something else on top of that. And I'm like, okay, let's talk about the first thing. You're like, nah, you be on some, and then you do another thing. It's like, okay, now it's one of those situations like, okay, how you really feeling, bro? And another thing is, hold on. And a whole another thing about the situation, if you feel like this, we could have talked about that in the back before the podcast. But you choosing, you've been quiet this whole time, and you waited till we in front of 200,000 people watching to get your shit off, and you just keep piling on shit. And I'm trying to address one thing at a time, and then you talking like that's some sucker shit. I'm like, okay, now you didn't elevate it again. So what we doing?
All right, so we also again we all understand, when it comes to the podcast, a lot of times there are conversations where that shit go off the rails a little bit, right? And sometimes a lot of people feel, they get real in tune with it, they get real personal about the situation because they feel some type of way about the conversation. Now, with that being said, with the same thing that you use, so let's say you and I were going back and forth, and then things just kind of got raveled a little bit. And I said, Clem, that sounds like some dumb shit. That sounds like some dumb shit you just said. I ain't calling you dumb, but I'm saying the shit that you said was dumb. That's some dumb ass shit that you just said, bro. No, and I know that you ain't dumb, so therefore that doesn't necessarily mean I'm calling you dumb. We just in the heat of the moment right now. We having a conversation. We going back and forth. Yeah, could I have said something else? Yeah, but right now, like, bro, you saying, bro, that's some dumb ass shit you just said right now. So now you gonna come back at me and say, damn, bro, like, don't call me dumb. But I said, I ain't call you dumb. I said the shit that you said was dumb. It's two different things. And then, yeah, you're right. We could talk about it on the back end, but sometimes it happens on the podcast. And so therefore, we hash it out either online, and then we can still talk about it afterwards on the back end. Like, yeah, nah, bro, we cool, we straight. Like, we just got heated at that time. Like, ain't no love lost. I still love him. It's my nigga. So it happens like that. But I'm never, at the end of the day, though, it ain't sucker. He ain't calling him a sucker. And Mark Lamont took that way too personal. You mute, fam. You mute.
If you play the video again, he said, okay. He tried to calm it down multiple times.
So many times. It's the same thing as like
another thing I'm not calling you a sucker.
And then hold on. And then another thing, what he did was he said, okay, I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. Okay, cool. Let's proceed with the conversation. Well, he got it back up again.
Hold on, we gonna play it back.
Anything that I'm saying, I will. So if you allude to it, because you say a lot of tricky words.
No, I don't. I say regular words that's tricky to you.
Tricky words, funny as shit.
That's another thing you do, right? My nigga, you got you the busiest man in the world. You spend 1,000 hours trying to communicate and speak to people to be accepted by people that this community, that this nigga built through the community. I don't need to do that.
That's our job.
Nigga. I believe in myself.
That's
I believe
our
in what
job.
I do. No, our job is to come up here and work and show and put our best foot forward.
And that's what I do.
That's our job. Plus, do other shit behind the scenes.
You mean like promote the show?
To try to win favor. You try to win favors.
You mean like fan engagement?
You try to win favors.
All right, you're
period.
right.
To me, you try to win favors
with the fans.
And then on top of that, even if you do win
they're
favors,
the fans, they're our audience.
Even if you do win favors, you try to point out everything else that nobody do. That's sucker shit to me.
When do I do that?
You try to.
Yeah.
He did add on 4 times that I counted.
Who added on?
What he added on?
How Mac was talking about how it was like it was started off with one thing and then he went to another. It was 4 times where he said, and then this and another thing. So it was
like you
was
call me stupid. Y'all missed the part where Mark threw a shot.
Okay, so you can't understand.
Because how it started was Mark said
because it started at the beginning. He said, you be saying some shit, and then he said, well, it may sound like that to you.
Yeah, he called him stupid. So fuck it. All bets are off.
So that's the same. That's the same as that's doing sucker shit. I can say you dumb, or I can just say, nah, I didn't mean it. Like I'm just saying that what I just said may sound like it may come off like that to you, but it may not come off like that to everybody else. So he could take that as so you calling me dumb now.
You literally said that shit flower your head.
See what I'm saying? It could be.
So he took offense and then said that he's doing sucker shit.
I don't think he took offense.
No, he didn't.
He called him dumb first. So what?
But no, he could have taken offense. He didn't take offense to it. He didn't. He was still going on with what he was talking about.
He just let that shit roll off the chain. He just let it roll off the chain. They said,
"All right." You didn't hear it because he was too busy going on.
Yeah. You didn't hear it?
No, I said I heard it. He probably didn't even hear it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he was trying to. He probably just rolled off the chin and then just kept it pushing. But
don't call me a sucker no more. 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 Don't call me a sucker no more.
That's sucker shit. I'm not calling you. I'm saying that's sucker shit. I can take that. I'm not calling you. I'm saying that's sucker shit. You're not a sucker, but that's
and I'm telling you, you say that sucker shit, I take it like you saying it to me. So I'm saying
what I'm saying.
So y'all see who really initiating the shit. You see Mark Lamont.
He got triggered.
He already leaning up. Come on, man.
Yeah, he got mad.
Y'all already know. Y'all see niggas just chilling like this and they start to scoot up. They start to sit up like, hey, Russell, what you really trying to get into?
He probably took it as like,
those
acting like a bitch.
Those who know.
You acting like a bitch, but people aren't saying that you're a bitch. They're just saying you acting like one. But a lot of people take it as you call me a bitch. He probably
caught himself because he's emotionally intelligent. And then watch what he says next.
All right.
Let's do this. Let's both calm down. No. I'm saying let's both calm down. Let's both calm down. Because I'm telling you right now, the way you're talking to me, I'm taking a different way. So let's both calm down.
So what does that mean, though?
I'm saying let's talk like brothers.
You don't gotta say that.
I'm saying because and you ain't gotta say that sucker shit. So I'm saying let's
you're not a sucker, but I said the behavior.
Then we good. Then we good. Then we good. Now let's get back to the show.
But that's why you saying that?
Because when you say that sucker shit, I take that as disrespectful. And I take that as to me. So I'm trying to tell you.
But there's a lot of shit you say to niggas that we take disrespectful. But
there's a lot of shit you say that I take disrespectful. Nigga, I'm not gonna talk about it on air because I'm not you.
I'm afraid.
So at the end of the day, I'm not you. This is what you do, and then I'm gonna leave shit alone. No, fuck that. No, Imani, I'm not potting. Nigga, don't fucking say that. What the fuck is you doing? Nigga, do you want? Are we talking or we potting?
Y'all are making.
We can talk outside or we can pot. Then let's talk outside.
Mark and
nah, fam.
Yo, he just gassed that shit up, man. He fucking. He wanted to get mad. It seemed like or someone's on his chest that he wanted to get off. But I mean, I've been in situations like this. You can say anything to someone. Good morning, and them motherfuckers just ready to fucking fire off. So like,
that's not how it has nothing to do with this. I'm just so confused. He asked to stop it, but we're discussing about.
If you telling me to stop something, but you constantly yelling at me, telling you to stop. So could you first off. The way that, because y'all like to use the word the delivery, right? How things are delivered, right? Mark Lamont said, "Hey, you better stop calling that. You better start it's giving warning, so you already in fight mode." Instead of you just say, "You know what, bro? Hey, listen, fam. Like I get you, but you know what I'm saying. Don't call me that because I don't appreciate that."
He said that, and he was like, "Let's calm down." And it was a moment of silence, a split moment of silence.
After he was screaming,
and Flip kept going.
After he was screaming, that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta understand that.
Why didn't Flip stop when he wanted to stop. Like when it was, he got it off his chest. He said everything he needed to say. Flip was like, cool. I mean, the other one, Marcus, whatever his name was, said it was cool. Everything's good. Let's squash it. And then, like Kay said, moment of silence. And then Flip was like, we're not squashing it. So it's like, it's kind of hard when like you're trying.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And then someone else, like at that point, that's me too. Like I tried. And now, okay, well then let's do what needs to be done.
Well, that's not the way shit goes, man. Someone lighting your ass up over something that's not even like relevant, or you shouldn't be getting as mad over it. And then you're gonna be like, all right, I'm done, stop it. You're not gonna be done. That's not the way shit goes. It's not the flow of things. You sit there and yell at someone and say, all right, I'm done now. The other person like, no, fuck that, come back. No, it's just not the way shit goes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what anyone. If I sit there and yell at you over some shit that you didn't do, and I just said, all right, you know what, I'm done with it now. You're gonna be like, okay, cool. No, you're not.
You talk about it at another time, because obviously he's getting. They know that they cool with each other. They trying to be cool with each other after that. So you give them a chance to calm down. If he's taking something if somebody's taking something you said wrong, and they're obviously getting pissed off, and they're like, let's calm down because I'm taking what you're saying the wrong way. Then just be like, all right, cool, we'll talk about it another time. Like, I'm gonna give you a minute.
Okay, all right. That's maybe, I've never in my life seen a girl fight like that before, but okay.
You saying it in an aggressive tone though.
It doesn't matter what the tone is. It's like, I understand, because you understand that the person is pissed off.
I've never seen a woman be that level-headed over some shit ever in my life. Never I've never seen that. Y'all might be saying this shit, but that is not the way it goes in real life.
Well, yes,
Y'all might be saying you might be trying to get an A on the test right now. You're trying to get an A on the test. Yes.
Trying to get an A. If I felt the way that y'all felt, I would have said that.
No way. It just doesn't go. I've never seen it ever play out that way. Never.
No,
ever in my life.
That's because people are handling shit crazy all the time with the shit that we say.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Hey, at the end of the day, if you in a heated argument, sometimes it don't matter what you say. If you hear sucker, bitch, whatever, you gonna feel some type of way. Somebody gonna be like, bro, what you trying to get it up there at the end of the day. That having discernment in the heat of the moment when you're feeling like your integrity being challenged by somebody and they keep piling on, and then be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna take it up another fucking notch. That's some sucker shit. You'll be like, all right, dog, I see how you feeling, bro. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Then it's gonna get up there at the end of the day. And I can say for myself, I probably wouldn't get it up there. Courtnee, you probably would. I mean, you probably.
Me personally, I wouldn't get it. Up there. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody come from different situations or whatever. So it's like one of those.
But I'm open. But I'm objective to know who wrong in this situation. Knowing just because I personally won't get it up there, I know how to diffuse the situation. I'm not gonna continue to keep talking back at you and yelling at you and say, "Hey, bro, you keep calling me that shit. I promise you, bro. I'm already in fight mode. In fight mode. So therefore, anything that you take after that, you like, all right, this nigga Courtney ready. He may be telling you, I might be telling you, hey, bro, like, hey, dog, stop calling. If I say, hey, Clan, bro, hey, bro, chill out calling me that, bro. Like, I take offense to that. But I'm like, hey, bro, you keep calling me that shit, bro. I swear to God, bro. That's a different delivery, bro. You go take that different.
All right, let's give you that, right? Say that's what he was wrong at. Do you feel like Flip, he wasn't wrong in anything? I don't
feel.
All right. Do you think he was wrong in anything of how he acted, how he did everything? If that's the only thing that Mark Lamont
objectively, no. I don't think what Flip did is wrong. They were having discourse back and forth, and he said it was sucker shit. No, I don't think he did anything wrong. I just think Mark Lamont took offense to it.
Would you do what Flip did?
I've done it before, but I wouldn't do it at the time. I've done it before.
I would.
Matter of fact, yeah, Marcus, you remember me? You had our little thing back and forth a while back, but it got diffused, and this was in real time. This was in person, me and him. You know what I'm saying? But it was in the heat of the moment. But at the end of the day, everything came down. You know what I'm saying? We heard each other. I was like, all right, man, we understand. We both in the wrong situation. We came back to a kumbaya type shit, and it was what it was.
Yeah.
But we understand that if we would have kept that shit going, know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what the fuck would have happened. So we like, it ain't finna go there. It ain't finna go there because we, you know what I'm saying, we homies like that. So nah, we good, bro. Like it ain't even that serious. Nah, fam. We having a good night. It's straight.
And I think it was going away, just like that happened, like you said, what we were talking about. It was going away. It was gonna be like we both just need to hear each other out. And that's what it was. And we were both thinking something totally different.
Fact.
And I think it was gonna happen on that end, but I think Lamont was just, for some reason, he just seemed like he was just so stuck on that word, and like he actually meant like disrespect to him. And he kept telling him 1,800 times, bro, I'm not calling you that. So I mean, I think he definitely overreacted on that, like 100%.
And they both threw shots. So that's why I'm saying, like, nah, I don't think Mark Lamont threw shots. He threw shots back at him too. So
I saw Mark try to defuse it a couple times, bro. Like he calmed down plenty of times, bro. I know I don't know what y'all talked about because the video was going, but he tried to defuse it because even when he was like saying the sucker thing, he said, "I'm not calling you a sucker," and he was like, "All right, cool. If that's what you're talking about, let's move on." And he was like, Flip was like, and then he took it up another notch again.
He didn't take it up a notch. No, he
didn't. It was almost like he was trying to punk him. Like it's almost like he was trying to punk him. Like
you giving too much grace, man.
Like that's literally kind of how it was.
Because Flip said, "Look," he's like, "That's what you."
He was trying to look at you.
And then he was just calling it. He was just calling out about what he do. So you telling me when he tried to defuse the situation, you telling me that he said trying to defuse the situation. You telling me that he said that in a voice that made you want to defuse the situation.
If you played a part where they was actually, he called him sucker a couple times and he got it, he got raised about the whole sucker thing. There's a part where Mark, he said, "Okay, I understand where you're coming from. Let's move on with the conversation."
And then he said, "But don't call me a sucker."
But he said, "Don't call me a sucker," and he did it anyway.
Nobody called him a sucker to begin with. He stayed to the point. He said,
"Well, he did not." Well, he said, "Don't say the sucker situation or whatever." You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool, y'all. I get it. Y'all talking about the whole sucker situation. All right, not calling him a sucker. He's saying that's some sucker shit. Okay, cool. But if he says, "Okay, we trying to move on," and you be like, "You know what? I see that he irritated about the sucker. He's not listening and blah blah." I'm gonna keep on saying the sucker shit, and you're gonna be like, "All right, you surprised?" He like, "Damn, all right, cool." I promise you, if you play it at that point when he tried to understand where he was coming from, I guarantee y'all see what I'm talking about.
We'll play it one more time. One more time, and then after that, we'll get that little part right there. All right, watch this. Right, let's go right here.
Disrespectful. And I take that as to me. So I'm trying to tell you.
But there's a lot of shit you say to niggas that we take disrespectful, but for
there's a lot of shit you say that I take disrespectful. Nigga, I'm not gonna talk about it on air because I'm not you.
I'm afraid.
So at the end of the day, I'm not you. This is what you do, and then I'm gonna leave shit alone. No, fuck that. No, Imani, I'm not.
Huh?
It's before it.
It was before that?
Yeah.
You win favors. You try to point out everything else that nobody do. That's sucker shit to me.
When do I do that?
You try to point out.
Don't call me a sucker no more. 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 Don't call me a sucker.
That sounds like a nigga that know he losing the argument.
All right, press play. Press play.
I'm not calling you. I'm saying that's sucker shit.
And he said, "Fuck you then."
That sounds like a nigga that's losing the argument.
You got a sucker, but
and I'm telling you, you say that sucker shit, I take it like you saying it to me. So I'm saying,
what I'm saying.
Let's do this. Let's both calm down. No. I'm saying let's both calm down. Let's both calm down because I'm telling you right now, the way you talking to me, I'm taking a different way. So let's both calm down.
So what does that mean, though?
I'm saying let's talk like brothers.
You don't gotta say that.
I'm saying because and you ain't gotta say that sucker shit. So I'm saying let's.
You're not a sucker, but I said the behavior that
then we good. Then we good. Then we good. Now let's get back to the show.
But that's why you saying that?
Because when you say that sucker shit, that I take
that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. He said, "Okay, let's go down."
So if you wanted to defuse the situation, why are you still going back and forth with Flip then?
Because he said, "Let's move on."
Because he keep going and he keeps trying to tell him to stop.
So he could have just said, "Look, bro, I'm done with the conversation."
He said, "Let's move on."
He said, "Let's move on." And then when Flip then tried to ask him another question, he then got real right back into it and he went back and forth with him. If you want to be done with the conversation, you gonna be done with the conversation. Like, look, bro, I'm done talking about it. I'm not having this conversation no more. If you truly want to diffuse the situation, clearly he didn't.
Okay.
What are we talking about right now?
He really tried to calm it down several times.
How?
By saying, let's stop. I'm taking it the wrong way. I'm obviously upset. Let's take it the wrong way. Let's get back to the conversation. Let's not have this conversation now. So he's trying to control himself. He's trying to bring himself down. He's telling you what it is.
Hell no.
And you keep going on and on and on. And you're not saying like, all right, I'm not calling you that. So let's talk about it later. So he's trying to tell you what's happening. It's not easy for you to control yourself when you're angry. If you're getting that upset and that offended. So for him to even be like, no, let's chill, he gets a lot of credit for that. Yes, he got upset unnecessarily, right? He had his little outburst. He recognized it. And he's like, let's chill. I don't understand why this is a problem. Like, why y'all don't understand it? Doesn't make any sense.
He had more. He also threw subtle shots in there too. But not all of a sudden you I want to calm this down, but you still engaging in the conversation. So
because the other person's not stopping. But if you're not stopping, I'm trying to tell you, let's chill out. There's even a moment of silence after that when nobody talked, and then he kept going again.
You don't get to be a bitch ass nigga and come back and control the conversation. Like, no,
it's not about controlling the conversation. It's about controlling the situation so that it doesn't escalate even more. Like how y'all don't see that?
I know it's very
because we understand the escalations of where shit can actually go, and he's constantly egging that shit on. He's still egging it on.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
You derailed and got moistened in your feelings like a little bitch, and you blew shit out of proportion. You don't get to come back and if you really want to move on, and let's address this, because everything that you got going on right now, I never said to you to begin with. So don't come over here trying to sun me talking about let's move on when you the one that took shit out of context.
That's not sunning him. That's not sunning him. No, that's just calming down the situation. How is that sunning him?
Shit. I guess you know what? Yeah, y'all in the audience, go ahead, go to therapy, do whatever they tell y'all to do. You know, all that suburban shit, that's cool.
That ain't nothing.
This shit right here, you stomped out in the hood. You don't get to come out here.
Germs are running scared.
I can still hear you.
You sucking shit, and this motherfucker talking about, oh, you calling me suck. I ain't never once said you was a sucker, but now you moving like a little bitch. You don't get to come back off that pedestal and try to control a conversation and be like, oh, let's move on. But still, when you say sucker shit, I take it. Sucker shit is describing the one context of an action that you did right here. I never said you was a fucking sucker. But now you moving like a sucker thinking you finna sun me and move this shit on. It's your will when you the one that fucking took the shit out of context in the first place. I let you slide with the little shot that you took earlier when you tried to call me stupid. Talking about I don't understand big words. I ain't say nothing about that. I'll let you slide. So you don't get to come back and control that shit. Fuck no.
So what's more important to you is control, who's controlling the conversation
$150 an hour and get that therapy, y'all.
So what's important to you is more so who's controlling the conversation as opposed to who's trying to de-escalate the situation. That's most important in this.
You're not de-escalating by trying to sun me. That's
it's like, but if you're the one that's wrong, if you're the one that's wrong in the beginning and you try to de-escalate it, it's not that just don't work. If I'm the one who's wrong about the whole conversation, I say, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to talk about it no more. That's not me really. That's me kind of running away from it because I know I fucked up. That's not what. But then
that's
a woman tactic. I ain't going.
No, he acknowledged the way he was taking it, and he said, "If that's not what you're taking it, okay, we can move on." That's what he said. He said, he put his hands up like this. He said, "Okay, if that's how you say it, I ain't taking it that way. Okay, cool. I'm taking it the wrong way. We can move on." He literally said that in the video.
And that's literally some bitch ass shit.
And then Flip kept talking about I don't understand. I don't understand.
Okay. If he say, okay, I'm taking it the wrong way, okay, that's on me. Let's move on. He a bitch because he acknowledged that shit.
Hell yeah, because you sound like all these fucking baby mamas and shit trying to dance.
Why do you bring up women?
So ridiculous.
Because that's fucking women behavior.
That comes out your mouth.
That's not woman behavior.
Every time, single moms, another woman therapy. What's going on?
They should have went out. They should have went out to the hallway and talked it out. Then
that's like me and Courtney
get into.
That's like me and Courtney get into a situation, and I took something the wrong way, and I'm getting it all the way up there, and you like, bro, Cleo, you need to calm down because I ain't say that. I ain't meaning it that way. I'm like, okay, if you ain't meaning it that way, I'm gonna chill out because I was taking it the wrong way. Okay, let's move on with the conversation. I took it the wrong way. Let's keep moving on. And we say, well, Clint, he's still a bitch. That's wild.
But that ain't how that conversation.
He was like, but I don't understand. But I don't understand why you. I'm not calling you a sucker. He kept the conversation going.
No, he was like, but that's what you do. He's like, that's what you do. And then that's when Mark Lamont got up there again. And you're like, what the fuck you mean? That's what I do. So that's when they got into that conversation.
Okay.
So if he was truly done with the conversation, because I mean, maybe it's just me personally. If I'm done with the conversation, listen, bro, that's on me. That's my fault. You know what, bro?
He never said he was done with the conversation, bro. He said, okay, let's move on with the conversation. And he never said he was done. It don't matter.
That's what I'm saying. If you done with that conversation, okay, how you gonna move on with the conversation if you ain't done with it?
Because they were talking about the subject matter of the things that he was doing that was that they felt like he wasn't contributing to the podcast. He said, let's move on to those situations. But if you just keep saying that I'm doing some sucker stuff and this, that, and the third, and he'd be like, okay, that's what you keep doing that and all that type of stuff. It's like, all right, bro, I already try to understand your verbiage, like saying the sucker shit is not what it means. Okay, let's move on with the conversation. We can mind this out as men, and we can keep on yelling at each other because we yell at each other with sports and all that shit all the time. We be in heated conversation. We talk how we talk, but now that we off the whole sucker shit and let's address the actual situation, what's wrong with that? All right.
I don't see. I mean, that sounds good, but I don't see it went that way though. But
it didn't go.
It could have went that way, but kept on trying to do it. Bro, y'all watch what y'all want.
They kept on with the podcast and kept
watch what I seen. Y'all ain't finna gas.
That's what I'm saying. I'm watching what I seen. Y'all talking about. I'm talking about the entire context of what happened. Y'all talking about one little part. No, it would have never got there. It would have never got there if Mark Lamont wouldn't have acted like a little broad. Simple as that. And then that's what I'm saying. Oh, well, you calling me a sucker. Nigga, you know he ain't calling you no sucker. You know what it is. But because you in your feelings right now and you getting called out for your shit, now you want to take offense to something, which then got the conversation up there. That's the point. That's the stuff that led up to that. And now we only talk about him trying to de-escalate the situation, which then it wasn't truly de-escalated because it still got the fuck up there. Because if he was truly done and wanted to move on with the conversation, he wouldn't have escalated it back up there. Even if Flip was up there trying, but that's what you do though. Because that's what Flip said. That's what you do though. He just would have said, you right, bro. And just kept the conversation going.
Interesting.
So he stayed right there in that conversation with them. So what we talking about? We talking about one small situation of him de-escalating the situation when it shouldn't have never got there in the first fucking place. Because we ain't gonna see him act like Mark Lamont wasn't throwing shots at this nigga.
Yes, he's the one that got upset. Yes, he was talking shit. Yes, he did that. Yes, absolutely.
But did Flip take offense to anything that he said, any of the shots? Yes,
no, he didn't.
Stood up.
That's my point. That's my point.
The point is that Mark Lamont got upset and Flip did not get upset and he held his own, right? And Mark Lamont also realized he got upset and he tried to de-escalate the situation and it kept going on and on and on and they both got in their feelings and Mark jumped out the window a little bit and then he tried to bring it back down and it didn't work and that's it. That's it.
It's like me shooting a nigga with a gun and say, all right, bro, look, let's calm this shit down now, bro. Like, my bad, bro. Let's calm this shit down after I done shot you already. Like, nah, nigga, it's up now.
I see why
the action is happening. Nigga, I already shot you. It's over with now. What? Now we want to de-escalate shit now? That shit should happen.
What should have happened?
Well, what should have happened is he shouldn't have took offense. And the conversation would have kept
moving. But he did, and he got upset. So what should he have done after he got upset and started yelling?
What should have happened then if he truly wanted to de-escalate the situation? Like I said before, he should have been quiet and not engaged any further with what Flip was talking about. That would have de-escalated the situation because he ain't engaging anymore. Kind of like how you did. Kind of like how you did with us last week. You stopped.
I wasn't mad though.
I know you were mad. I'm just saying that's the point. Like it de-escalated the situation. Just stop talking back. Just like, all right, bro, you got it. Do your thing.
Yeah, because you're not gonna get turned up and trying to sun me. That's what he should have did was, all right, bet. I misunderstood what you were saying. I thought you was calling me a sucker. I didn't hear the shit part because sucker is a trigger word for me or whatever. That's my fault. All right, bet. Now that I know that you ain't calling me a sucker and that's how I was taking it, we can move on. And then actually dead ass walk out like, oh shit, let me go grab a water or something so that they can start the conversation back up and you jump back in when the conversation going. But when you sit right there and then you yelling above me, trying to sun me while saying, oh no, we can move on. So pretty much now it's fuck me. It's fuck everything I'm talking about. Because the whole reason you and your feelings to begin with is because you got triggered because I was bringing up some shit and you ain't had no rebuttal to it. So the quickest thing to do was to go ahead, divert off the first fucking exit you seen, which was the word sucker. And like, all right, well shit, I ain't got no rebuttal for this shit that's gonna make me look good. So hey bro, why you calling me a sucker? So now you done turned the shit all the way to fuck up and you don't know how to turn it back off. You should have been like, all right, my fault. You wasn't calling me a sucker. I kind of heard it wrong. I took it wrong. You know, we could both be wrong. You was wrong. I'm right. You wrong. However you want to do it. But, you know, I understand now that you're saying that the situation is sucker shit. We could just talk about this shit offline because maybe you don't understand what I'm doing or whatever. We can move on. I'm going to go take a piss. I'm going to go grab a water, whatever. Y'all go ahead, carry on. I'm going to be right back. He could do some shit like that.
Yep.
He did. He attempted to do. He said most of what
bro.
you said, and he got up to walk out, and he just did it. The only thing he didn't do was shut up.
I see why relationships don't last in this country.
I think everybody is different too on how they take things and how they say things, because how I'm understanding, and I don't want to speak for you, Kay, but how both of us are understanding it is he did say what you just said, but he said it differently, and how he said it, you don't like it. And I think that goes for different people for different situations. It just depends on how you say it and the words that you use, because how you're saying it, I heard that's literally what he said, just in with some extra words.
Because you gotta bring your volume. If you're trying to de-escalate, you can't be talking over me. You gotta bring that volume back down. Or else it still looks like you're trying to fight. I did put the volume on the slick.
I think on both sides there was a lot of pride and ego thrown around. So I hear what you're saying. I think, you know, we're not going to convince each other anything different, but I hear what you're saying.
All right, let me play these other two videos then. So Angela Rye from the Native Land Pod, you know, I ain't gonna even go there. They had some rebuttals in regards to that conversation and what Mark Lamont said. And then I'm gonna play another video, which is a little bit longer, so we'll have to listen to it. A little bit lengthy, a lengthy video, then we'll give our thoughts.
To have conversations that stretch, or to have conversations where they at least can appreciate a different perspective. I don't know that I'm into that. So I just want Mark to know I'm praying for you, brother. You know that. And I want better for him. I think that he deserves to hold space with people who are at least more compassionate and more eager to learn from his perspective. And clearly, you can take a Negro out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the Negro. So you might not want to keep leaping at Mark. You might just snap and bust your ass next time. I don't know. I don't.
All right, so now let me play this.
When you pretending that, especially when you pretending to do all of this, quote unquote intellectuals seem to be pulling a lot from places that, again, like it said, you admittedly know very little about. It just comes off away.
Yeah,
it comes off away.
It's like if you put,
especially when you pretending that, especially when you pretending to do all of this super black kumbaya shit. I got a problem with that too. Mm-hmm. I got a problem with the people that masquerade as kumbaya, super black, all for the people, and I'll be the first one to tell you how we're different. I come on here every week and say we're less different than we all like. We just got different ideologies. But I'm not going to keep listening to people who in 25 years, I've never said the name Angela Rye. I don't give a fuck about nothing y'all talking about over there. I'm saying that respectfully. I don't come on here and say a word about any of that shit. I expect reciprocity. You could have titled that clip totally different.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Don't claim to be super pro-black and then take the #1 black urban podcast and put that type of stink on it because you think you got a friend over here. That don't give you a license.
I don't think it's that. I don't think if Mark was here or not. I think
if Mark was here, they would never have those conversations.
No,
they're having those conversations because their friend is up here.
No, they having those conversations because Mark is deemed an academic and an intellectual, which you
well,
are.
he is not deemed.
No, I said what you are. So now it's, yo, why is he even there?
Mm-hmm.
Like Angela said, yo, Mark, just come home.
Angela Rye.
Angela Rye said, Mark, just come home.
That's the other beef.
But then you go on to say how diverse Mark is. So I think that that's an insult because you don't put Mark in a box. Mark is home. Mark is a black man sitting in a room with black men that grew up in similar circumstances, albeit we wasn't all in the cult. You can't say
we all had our own walks of life.
Yeah, dog. Like I just disagree with that shit. I look at it.
Thank God there was a black-owned independent media company there to pick up our good brother when he was misunderstood by other outlets.
Talk about it.
Why is that part not being said by pro black native land people? I'm getting confused.
Yeah,
Mark was a free agent. Y'all had a chance to bring him home
and didn't.
You didn't.
That's a good point.
So don't sit up on your fucking platforms all pretentious as one of the Charlemites. That's how I know you. I know you as one of the Charlemites and get to saying what Mark should and shouldn't be doing. Please. If you didn't discuss this podcast before, if by your own admittance you know very little about it, shit, the woman Tiffany said at least 5 times that she don't give a fuck about these other opinions. All I'm asking is that you act like it.
Oh shit. So what's your thoughts on that?
My thought is I think women should respect male-dominated spaces when they're actually going through and mining out things. Because what they see of when men are like going back and forth and all that type of stuff, they looking like as we're trying to be enemies and then we can't never be cool. We might disagree with certain things, just like what we just did now, right? She looked at the situation and said, come home. But what they did...
Before you keep going, I'm gonna let you rock out, but let me give context too. In that the native podcast, so it wasn't just the women, it was 2 guys too that were saying the same thing. So I wanted to make sure I put
I watched it. it. We understand when people on a podcast with women, you gotta say the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna be deemed as you.
I just wanted to make sure because there's some guys, it was some pandering guys on there too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So my whole thing, what we witnessed with Flip and Mark. We do that stuff. It'll get up there, but it ain't gonna get to a point where we fight each other and we don't rock with each other no more. Right. And I think that's one of those things that I don't think a lot of women see. So when they see something like that, they look at it. Well, I say her, not all women. I'm just saying in a general sense. They look at it as we devaluing him and his knowledge and all that type of stuff. That's not the case. It's just a disagreement about this situation right here. All the other stuff that he actually give to the platform, they talk about mental health, they talk about everything. He put a lot of those guys on game about a lot of stuff, and everybody learn a lot of stuff consistently when he's on there. Yeah. So obviously he's needed there, and at the same time, everybody else needed there when they would talk about the walk of life situation, right? So for you to just see a clip of because you seen 2 brothers kind of like going at it. And like how guys, we kind of go at it sometimes or whatever. For you to just sit there and be like, just demonize the whole thing, and you ain't really watched the podcast at all and don't know the brotherhood that's been building on scene and behind the scenes, I think that's very disingenuous just to say, come home, right? Where is home? What do she mean by that? What is that?
Come back to the dark side.
I ain't even gonna say come back to the dark side. It's one of those things where men mind out things sometimes like this, bro. It ain't nothing wrong with it. And then you get kind of stronger. And it's one of those things you will never understand, right? It's one of those things when you play football, you couldn't stand this dude playing football at practice, and y'all get into it all the time. And then that might be your best friend for the rest of your life and all that type of stuff.
Yep.
But it's just different. So when they see stuff like that, Mark Lamont Hill is needed there because he is who he is. He has a different perspective. Even though I don't agree with a lot of things that he say, I still listen and I can take things away from him that I agree with. I can be like, okay, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? And it's needed. I don't see what's wrong with people having difference of opinion on one show. Why have an echo chamber?
Right.
And everybody saying the same thing. And then you got your show and you said come home, but y'all ain't pick him up. Y'all didn't say, hey, Mark, come over here. And then Mark said that I saw at the after thing, Mark said her and Angela Rye, they real good friends. She ain't do nothing to get him on that show. They got 2 other black guys on there. So what's like if he need to come home? Why? Just like Joe said, y'all should have been told him to come home, or you should have pulled some strings for him to be on these platforms that y'all on. But y'all didn't. So when he go over here and he just amongst other people that have a different opinion sometimes and everything, and they building this brotherhood, you saying disrupt all that. Come on over here now that we see that you around some people that we don't like. So you need to come over here so we can be in the thing in the echo chamber. Shit crazy to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was more of an echo chamber that she's talking about. I don't watch them, so I don't really know. But from and I don't watch Flip either, and so I've only seen the clips that you're talking about. It's not about what the brotherhood and stuff that they're building. That part is fine. It's about that we saw the escalation for me, the de-escalation and then the re-escalation. That's more of what she's talking about in the sense of like when they can have an opposite mind. It's when someone is being like, all right, let's calm down, let's cool down, and someone doesn't. And so now we're looking at it like, well, you're in a place, you're in enemy territory, like because no one's backing down. When you try to back down, Flip didn't back down, and so then he got excited again. So it's more of just, I think that's where that came from, of like, if both parties can't back down on either time, it doesn't seem healthy.
Also, if
well, yeah. So
it's like when I saw that,
Mark, before you go, I'm gonna let you cook real quick. So yeah, that title that Joe Budden was talking about, it was saying, do we need to talk about Black intellectualism? So that's the title that he was talking about. But go ahead, Mark.
No, so like when I saw that whole clip, even from the beginning towards the end, I knew they weren't going to fight. It was like 100% they were not going to fight. I know a lot of women think like, because even the girls in the background, she's like, I'm afraid, I'm scared, like something's going to happen. Like you can just tell those cats are just getting off their chest, and then nothing was going to happen. They weren't going to fight. They weren't going to throw blows. Like it wasn't going to even get to that point. And I think those kind of conversations are still needed. People need to see that kind of conversation. Like you can get heated, and at some point you will de-escalate. Then you have other friends that are there. They're going to help you de-escalate, especially if they're around a lot of people. I know a lot of times you see a lot of situations, especially when it's a group of women. They don't really jump into it. They just let it go. They let it play out, and if they fight or do whatever the fuck they do, that's what they're going to do. Those men were not going to let that shit happen. They weren't going to throw blows, and I don't think either one of those are going to throw blows with each other. It just didn't even feel that way. So, but like if you're going to have opinions about it, like he should leave just because he got into that sort of like disagreement, I think that's wrong, because that's how men handle shit. That's how we talk about stuff. I think he need to get called out when a situation we say he de-escalated. Only I saw from that whole clip is that he was dead fucking wrong, and now he wanted to stop it. Now he wanted to stop it by de-escalating and say, let's quit. And that's just not how shit goes in an argument. Like, you were wrong from the beginning. You're gonna get this until we handle this. You acknowledge how you were wrong. You knew I didn't call you that. So I'm not gonna just let it go. It's not gonna just be done with because you want to let it go because you know you were wrong. So yeah, I don't think that's I think shit. Believe me, I get in arguments all the time. When I know I'm fucking wrong, I want to stop it too. Shit, you know what I mean? So I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, like I said, man, it's just a different lens. Like all those guys, how women probably saw the situation. None of the guys said anything. They was there, and they was like, "Yo, okay, we seeing it escalating. If it do get to that point, they not finna let it happen. They were not going to fight, even if they wanted to. It wasn't going to happen. But just like Marcus said, I think all the guys we'd have been in similar situations. They were not going to fight. They were just getting some stuff out their chest And there might have been some back end stuff that we don't see that kind of fuel the flame of it or the other situation. Like, and that's the thing. That's the reason why I think where Angela Rye and those other guys and everything, they don't see it. Now, I did watch the whole thing just like Marcus, and I do believe those guys. I don't believe they panderers. I think they actually believe what they believe. Right? I think
I can agree with that.
I think they believe what they believe, but at the same time, I don't think they be around guys that have difference of opinion. I think because I have been in situation in rooms where if a guy have a different opinion about something I'm saying, he ready to fight. I'm like, dog, it ain't even that serious, bro. Like, we just having a conversation and disagreement. He ready to go to war. I'm like, dog, I know you, yeah, okay, I see how you is. Your emotions get kind of raised real fast. You can't handle a conversation, you know what I'm saying? And I think those guys the same way, but I do commend one of the guys on there when they was actually having a conversation about I know this is like not on the topic, but they were talking about like voting for Trump or turning conservative and everything. He's saying men feel like they're not being heard by either party and they just trying to figure it out or whatever. So I could commend that platform by him even saying that. But I think in general, this situation was just fuel for them to say, okay, you need to get away from, because that's a toxic masculinity type podcast and you need to get away from it. You see what they were talking about with what's the lady that was working there before? Melissa Ford?
Yeah, Melissa Ford.
Every time a chick go in there, they be like, you need to get on up out of there because them guys, they toxic masculinity and all that type of stuff. So every time somebody have a difference of opinion and they probably like left leaning or, you know, more, yeah, they always gonna say that.
Anybody else?
Not for me.
Raw, okay. Ash, nobody?
Nah, I mean, Joe was spitting. I don't think folks understand how hard it is for men to build shit sometimes. So, you know, trying to tear somebody else shit down, even if it's not intentional. You know, people be passionate about that shit. I get where he was coming from about that, and you know, it does need to be commended that, you know, a black dude got laid off and another black dude was there in a position to reach out and pull him back up, instead of, you know, saying that, oh, since I got my little homie over there in the infiltrated camp, let me just go ahead and talk shit about what they got going on over there. Because, you know, it's like us trying to talk shit about people that been doing what we're doing right now for the past 5-10 years that got 100,000 subs and whatever. We wasn't there when they was getting it out the mud, when they was spitting on dirt, turning it into clay and building a house. So once the house is fully built, who are we to come over there and be Big Bad Bear and knock the shit over? You can critique things without fully shining negative light on stuff all the time. Or, I mean, I get it. Sometimes clickbait titles, whatever gets eyes in the door. But if your clickbait alone is supremely harmful, sometimes the message that's inside of whatever you're trying to convey doesn't even matter anymore at that point. The damage has already been done just off title alone. So I kind of understand where, you know, Joe get passionate with his stuff. I mean, he kind of wear his heart on his sleeve all the time too. So I get it.
No, that makes sense. I think I'm with you on that aspect. The whole why Mark Lamont, you know, I want you to come home, or, you know, wish you was in a better place type shit. It's like, bro, why didn't y'all hire him? since y'all are so intellectual, since you want to use the big words, and like I said, I watched it too. I'm like, this shit really don't have no entertainment. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, it still needs to be entertaining. Yeah, you can have all the education, you can have all the learning things, we can have solutions all at the end of the day, but if you can't entertain them, you ain't gonna keep them. Yeah, you're gonna have a certain amount of people that's gonna stay. You're gonna have a certain amount of people that's gonna rock with you, but at the end of the day, if you really trying, because what are we doing YouTube for? You still want to make money from the shit, right? You still want to grow, and you still want to have a full-on impact. What's good with it, Marion? What's good with you? You still want to have an impact. So, but I just hate that idea when people hate. You're hating on another black person, which at the same time you're talking about intellectualism. So you're downplaying another black person, but yeah, you pro-black. How that makes sense? If you really about uplifting black people, why aren't you speaking positivity about it? Like, look, I really want to rock with what happened with that situation, but however, the fact that they got Mark Lamont and he was a free agent when nobody else wanted him, that was the dope part. That's the conversation that should have been had. Not the what about the black community and this intellectualism and how we're dumbing down the black community. Like, no, that's not what's going on. If that was the case, they probably would have never brought Mark Lamont on, because he's a very intellectual guy. He's a smart guy, even though a lot of his takes is crazy. But hey, he's a smart guy. I can't negate that. He's a very smart guy. He's an intelligent guy. He's built the platform. He's built, he's made a name for himself, right? So, yeah, that shit is wild to me. I don't understand it.
I agree with you, Courtnee. Now, look, I don't rock with Mark though,
right?
And I hope nobody feel like I was trying to be a Mark supporter or whatever. I think a lot of his,
bro, you just called him a sucker, bro. He gonna pull up on you.
But I do see the hypocritical standpoint that we have different black outlets, so everybody can have a voice of how they feel, and that's why I was talking about the echo chamber part of it. Yep. If you don't agree with me, now we enemies. Now come home, leave them alone. But all of us are doing great things. So what's the issue? We supposed to be uplifted just because we disagree with a certain facet of whatever what you got going on there. Is it all the way bad? How many times they bringing people up so they can speak their voice on those platforms? We need a voice as black people. So you mean tell me you want to have a situation say come home, so hey, everybody stop watching Joe Budden situation, and then like that tears down. So y'all can come over here and we live in an echo chamber so we can talk about the same thing because we disagree with what they got going on over there. We all got different facets. We got different ways that we got different worldviews based off how we experience the world. We have difference of opinion. That's just going to be the situation. We're going to have difference of opinion about stuff. And us as black people, we going to have difference of opinion. I just don't understand just because somebody have a different, I disagree with a lot of platforms out here. I don't never say, hey, I don't never tell people, hey, don't watch that. Because if I'm looking at you and you doing great in life, you doing something right. I'm pretty sure you got enough discernment to pick out the good things and take out the negative. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So I don't never tell nobody, don't go over there and don't listen to that person, right? When I hear us as black people say, don't go over there and listen to this person that's also black, I ask the question, why? Now, if they really on some demonic stuff and all that type of stuff, I'm like, okay, I can see. But if I see way more positive than negative, but you just hear one negative thing and say just cancel the whole thing, you the problem. You can't handle a difference of opinion. You are the problem. You soft.
And plus, I don't want to affect nobody. I don't want to affect nobody bad, regardless of the situation. Whether I can disagree with you on everything that you say, but like you said, if you're making a living for yourself, you're making bread, and that's the way that you make a living for yourself. I'm not gonna tell nobody to cancel. I'm not gonna do that. Listen, you free to say whatever the hell you want to say, but just know it ain't gonna come from me to sit up here and tell you like, hey, bro, nah, fam. Nah, you need to demonetize them, take their whole shit. Nah, that's how they made a living. They built that shit from the ground up, regardless if I disagree with them or not. Listen, you You built that up. You got to follow. You got a community of people that rock with you. So that's all. Hey, that's your thing. I just disagree wholeheartedly. So that's what
you ain't gonna get them demonetized. You ain't gonna pull a Kendra G.
Nah, yeah, boy, that shit crazy.
What he do?
Kendra G wild for that.
Oh,
Kendra G.
If she got more followers than you, she pretty much gonna copyright strike your channel. If you ain't got a bag, your shit get deleted.
Yep.
Why? Oh, if you cover her content?
Pretty much, so to speak, because she don't want nobody reacting to her shit. But she took some dude to court and was lying on him or whatever, and he beat the case, and then he aired her whole fucking existence out.
Put her whole shit on blast.
Then he was like, "Hey, to all y'all little creators, if she ever fucking had y'all between a rock and a hard place, holla at me. I'm gonna put my people on with you, and we gonna get your shit back too." So yeah.
Man, I made my last piece of content about her. I said, "No, I'm good, man," because a lot of these motherfuckers out here, they don't want to be talked about, but yet and still you on a public platform. Like, nigga, so what? If they gonna talk crazy about you, let them talk crazy. That's more visibility for your stupid ass. That's more money for you because more people gonna come to your platform to watch your shit. That's more money for you. So in a sense, that's helping your goofy ass out. But hey, man, you know, some people they just.
The sad part is she talked about Kevin from here to the end of the earth and back.
You
he
feel
bought
me?
a two-way flight on the Kevin Samuel slander.
That shit crazy. I never understood that shit. I never understood it.
Y'all have to stop using the term nigga. No, I'm just playing.
All right. So any final thoughts before we go to this last topic for the night? Because this one here gonna take the cake.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be a good one. Nothing else? Okay. So look, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. All right, so let's get into. God damn it! I wish my damn thing was working. I can hear my Law and Order doom doom. So married teachers sex scandal. You know, teaching the sex scandal. So it's a crime scene that happened. So
God damn, bro, you skipped all over the place. You went to sex scandal, the crime scene.
Well, it's all encompassing.
God damn,
it's all encompassing.
I mean, shoot, ma, shoot.
She's a teacher.
Shoot, you got the guts beat by an outsider. It is a crime.
I mean, yeah, true enough. So look, we're gonna get into this case, and then we'll give our thoughts on it. All right. So let's rock out. No, that ain't it.
The Illinois high school teacher accused of grooming and sexually assaulting a student is back in court. Is reality sinking in for Christina Formella?
She turned around and she kind of looked at the judge. Like, to me, she almost looked scared.
I look at the latest in the case and what happened inside and outside of the courtroom.
Our teacher didn't look like that back in the day.
They wanted us to get educated.
Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Christina Formella was back in court this week as her criminal case slowly makes its way toward trial. In case you forgot, Christina Formella is that 30-year-old teacher and soccer coach from Downers Grove, Illinois, who was arrested and charged earlier this year with having sex with a former student in her classroom. Now, following Formella's arrest, police said that the victim in this case told them that they had only had sex in her classroom once in 2023. But the grand jury later indicted Formella on 52 additional charges of aggravated criminal sexual abuse and criminal sexual assault. Those charges came after additional investigation, and prosecutors said a closer look at Formella's phone revealed more than one instance of sex between the boy and Formella. In fact, State Attorney Robert Bellin said that Formella and the victim had sex approximately 50 times, both at school and Formella's home, and at least 45 of those instances occurred at the school. Now, Berlin said that the sexual abuse by Formella began in January 2023 and continued through August or September of last year. Berlin issued a statement in June, writing, "The new allegations against Ms. Formella, including the allegations of grooming and that the abuse lasted nearly 2 years, are beyond disturbing. I thank the victim in this case for having the courage to come forward during what I imagine is an extremely difficult time for him." Now, when I first told you about this case back in March, we had obtained documents that recounted what Formella told investigators. They claimed she said people always try to get her in trouble because she's good looking. Christina Formella, she's an attractive woman, but that line didn't work on the cops. Formella was arrested and charged right before St. Patrick's Day with 3 felonies of criminal sexual assault and aggravated criminal sexual abuse. Police said Formella had accused the teen victim of stalking her and blamed him for a so-called memoir in her phone.
Hey!
Bro, that's crazy. And come
Putting
right
a baby on screen after that is nasty work.
That's great marketing.
Boy, that's crazy work.
Yeah.
Prosecutor says the victim was interviewed again and revealed more details that led to more investigation. Now we're learning that Snapchat might be involved in this case. The social media app allows users to send photos and videos. And Christina Formella and her husband, Michael, sold their Downers Grove home for nearly $600,000 last month. The legal bills are likely very steep in this case, and Formella has a very good lawyer. Now, we'll look back on the evidence we know about here in a bit, along with the body-worn camera footage from Formella's arrest. But here's one section.
Hey, how you doing? Hi. Officer Guzman with Downers Grove. Do you have your license on you?
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain. I'm sure you're confused. I'll explain it to you. You're Christina?
Yes.
Okay, Christina, do me a favor. Can you step out of the car for me? I know you're confused. I'll explain everything to you. You don't have anything on you? You can just grab whatever you need.
Whatever I need.
Yeah, whatever you need, like your phone, your purse, go ahead and grab it.
Is she going somewhere? Or?
Yeah, we're going to explain everything to you guys. Go ahead and grab it up. We're not going anywhere right now. Of course, yeah.
I don't understand what's going on here.
I get it, yeah. You can go grab your things.
Can he come with me?
Yes. You stay there for right now, sir. Just stay there, but yes, you can. But come on back here.
Should I shut the car off?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Goes off. Let's right back over here. So we do have an investigation going on. We have to talk to you about it at the police department, okay? So we're going to explain everything to you there. It's not my investigation. I don't know the full details. We do have to bring you there, though, okay? So I do have to put you in handcuffs and bring you to the police department. Just a Downers Grove. Yes, unfortunately, yes.
I'm like willing to go with you.
I get it, yeah. Unfortunately, we have to do it that way. So do me a favor, we just take this off.
This case is really every.
What's the purpose of putting that shit on?
I know. Why do you have her grab all her shit? It just makes no fucking sense.
Say he's going to explain everything and explain nothing.
Right. They get on my nerves when they do stuff like that. Like, what the fuck?
Parents' worst nightmare. Trust me, a teacher accused of taking advantage of a student for sex. Our partner, truthfinder.com, it's a really powerful public records search service. We use it to do research on stories here all of the time at Law and Crime. Talk about a useful resource, Crime Fix. So to discuss this most recent court appearance by Christina Formella, I want to bring in TikToker Abby Blabby. Please follow her on her TikTok account. She has been following this case from the very beginning, like I have. So Abby, I know that you go to all of these court appearances.
Yes.
Tell me, what happened this time?
Not a lot this time. It was continued to January 8th, 2026, obviously, at 9:30 in the morning. Basically, the prosecutor said that they still have a lot of stuff to go through. She said that they've gone through the bulk of it, but there's still a lot. And the judge said, well, if I set it for January 8th, do you think that's going to be enough time? And the prosecutor said that she does. So it'll be interesting to see what happens at that one.
Now, she was saying that they still have a lot to go through. And a lot of what they're going through, and people don't realize it, are these cell phone messages and things of that nature, right? Doesn't a lot of that stuff take them forever when you're talking about different apps used to talk on and all of that stuff?
Yeah, and actually before the judge called Christina's name, I happened to walk outside of the courtroom because I needed to use the restroom, to be honest. And I saw the prosecutor standing there outside of the door with the defense team, and they were talking, discussing things. I heard the word Snapchat, and I heard them say there's 6 terabytes of data to go through.
Damn.
Which is a ton.
Yeah, 6 terabytes by that time.
Yep. So I will definitely be going to that hearing as well, because I want to know if they're going to say, hey, we found this, this, and this, and we're going to charge her with this, this, and this. You know, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen at that hearing.
I would assume that whatever they have, unless they're still going through it, that they've turned over to her defense attorney in discovery, because that had been discussed before, that they were handing over the evidence they had collected.
Yeah, it was weird. When they were all talking outside of the courtroom, I did hear the prosecutor say, are you going to run it? And then you're going to need a 6 terabyte hard drive. So I don't know if they've handed everything over yet. I mean, I don't know how all of that works, if the prosecutor reviews everything first and then hands it over, or if they do it in bits and pieces.
They may have just dumped the phones and these accounts or whatever. Maybe they've gotten stuff back from these social media account holders, or these social media platforms rather. And they've gotten it on hard drives, and they've said to them, you're going to need a 6 terabyte hard drive, because that's what we have. So that's more than likely, just in my covering cases before, maybe the defense doesn't have it. And maybe they've gotten more stuff from another account. You said you heard the word Snapchat, and the defense then would hand them a hard drive, and then the prosecution would copy everything over to that hard drive and provide it back to them, that with the discovery. So I've seen that happen in other cases too. Well, it sounds like something is definitely cooking. What, we don't know, because
all right, I'm gonna stop right there for right now. Any thoughts on this so far?
I just wanted 6 terabytes.
Yeah,
be so fucking for real. I don't think it's all just them. I think when they go through it, they'll be able to like single out him and her and like filter to just that. 1 terabyte is a ton. There's no way that they're pulling that much information just off these two in 6 terabytes. Be so fucking for real. But I in no way am I saying giving her any grace at all. I just think the 6 terabytes is a reach.
Yeah, that's wild. 6 terabytes, man, that's crazy.
1 terabyte is hard to fill.
Like 1 terabyte.
Did I hear right? Did she say it was
Who? Did she say what?
Did she say that he was like stalking her?
Yeah, she just slipped up on him. That's all it was. She just slipped up on and sat on it because he was stalking. 45 times. Yeah.
He's probably in love.
Hey, the last time we talked about this, I said that shit.
Still terrible.
Yeah, she got more than just him. She got more than just him. Ain't no way. 45.
I know her OnlyFans going platinum on Reddit.
My whole thing, she got a whole husband, and he was right there. Like, how you doing this on like 45 times, and you don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Did it in the car, in the parking lot, after school?
No, they said 40.
Yes, they said at school. They said one time in class, but it was at school.
No. They later school documentation. 40. It was 40 times in class, the classroom.
Yeah,
and it was 5 times off campus.
Yeah, I thought I just heard them say school, not the classroom.
In the classroom was crazy though.
No, at first that's what she claimed.
Yeah.
But then after they did the research and records and all that type of stuff, it was 40 counts that happened in the classroom, and all the other times was outside of the classroom. At the house.
That's crazy.
That she's married to a guy.
Right. I'm pretty sure that's how he found out when she got arrested. It's crazy. But she probably cut it off, and then he lost his mind. Poor baby. Terrible.
You Hera.
Damn.
Hey, bro, if I was her dad, boy, I'd be so embarrassed.
Boy, who you telling?
How old was he? Do we know?
I'm pretty sure he anywhere between 16 and 17. I mean, 15 and 17. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's 15, 17.
Hey,
they really didn't specify.
Gross.
Only I don't get as many times this has happened, and how the teachers get fucking drugged and going to prison. How they keep doing this shit?
Because they think they ain't gonna get caught.
What you mean? How? When that monkey get to itching and need a scratch,
you ain't lying. Just how we say you see a lot of girls that's teenagers who they well developed. You like it'd be the same thing for those. It'd be the same way for the boys too. They got some boys that are well developed too. Pause. And some of them teachers, they be latching on because some of them got. Listen, some of them they like that. They him.
She taught sports too, right? She was a soccer coach or something.
Yeah, soccer coach. So
yeah. Boy, she done seen pendulum swinging all day. She knew who was packing and who wasn't.
And she know some of them be flirting too. Some of them players be flirting too.
Motherfucker done dressed down into the soccer coach, put no drawers on. That motherfucker hanging out the bottom of the shorts.
Nah, they be
like, I ain't got that at home.
They be acting like them students don't be talking with each other. Hey, look, I'm trying to tell you, coach, she going, bro. She going.
Yeah,
she going, bro. You lying. I'm trying to tell you, bro. All you gotta do is talk to her, bro. Like,
I bet you that thing tighter than the baby gorilla holding on to his mama's back.
I'm gonna tell you that kid has no emotional problems at all. He's the man.
Oh yeah.
Shit, he all right.
Yeah, he all right. He good.
He got problems.
45 times.
That's 50 altogether.
45 times. Think about it, bro. Like that's 45 days out of semester, bro. Like, and it was.
That's once a week, excluding holidays.
Yeah,
it's like they gonna be like that movie with Adam Sandler. That's my boy. That's exactly no situation.
If there was any time in life, this would be the perfect time.
How old was she?
Anytime your stamina off the hook, this is right. This is the perfect time.
Yeah, that definitely. She definitely popped off on a couple of them for sure.
30.
I don't think so.
You don't think? You think she only did one of them?
Only because she didn't want the secret to get out. Once you start doing too many, people start talking way more. One, she can control. Multiple, not so much.
That's fair. That's fair.
They got 6 terabytes of information. That ain't all pics of them cherries.
I don't think that's all just specifically her talking either. 6 terabytes? No.
She got a folder called
years? No fucking way. Not between both of them. They can't equal out 6 terabytes, just themselves. Now, if that's per each phone, like Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all that, and they just talked about Snapchat, you can reach up to a nice amount with accumulation of everyone. But just between them 6, fuck no. Not in 2 years.
But
you have to be texting every hour on the hour, every minute.
You got more than one victim.
But to have 6 terabytes, she was active, bro. She was active.
Both of them. I think they just merged them together.
You ain't have no time for family while you constantly on that phone.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, they're gonna weed it out. It's gonna be way less than 6. There's just no way. Yeah, now maybe 8 terabytes. All of everything, pictures and all that. Sure. But no, I don't believe 6 terabytes worth.
All right, let me see.
Because we're not privy to it. But Abby, I really appreciate you taking the time to come on and tell us about the very latest.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. This case is moving slowly but surely, and we'll see what happens in January. If not sooner, maybe they'll move that date up. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yep.
Earlier, I told you that we'd look back at some of the evidence that prosecutors claim they've gathered against Christina Formella. Those include text messages. Police said the boy wrote to Formella in one, "I love you so, so much, Mama." Formella wrote back from an unknown number, "I love you so much, baby." Even though this morning was short, it was perfect. The teen messaged back, "I know, baby, it was perfect. So perfect." The unknown number then texted, "I love having sex with you." The teen responded, "I know, baby. I love it so much. It feels so good. It's so passionate. It's so intimate. It's so perfect." The officer wrote in a court document that Formella denied having sex with the student, but in the same breath said the relationship was wrong and she couldn't stop it because she cared too much about him. The petition for detention stated, when confronted with the text messages found on the student's phone, she claimed that one day The student had grabbed her phone unattended and had entered her passcode, which he allegedly knew because he had seen her type it into her phone one day, and had sent the message to his phone, had then deleted the message from her phone and had saved it to his phone as blackmail. According to defendant, she had no idea these text messages even.
What I love about fall is how it makes you feel.
Thank you for that commercial, because they bullshitting.
She didn't even come up with a lie, just in case.
Even more enhanced.
No plan. Nothing.
There's a reason
Her
Arctic natives just
I know
call
she
old
was
birds
long way and
sponges.
ain't nothing left on the bone.
Existed.
So
According to police, Formella claimed the student created the text messages that I read to you earlier. Police also said they found a memoir updated the morning of her arrest in the notes in Formella's phone about the student, and that she claimed it was an outlet for her anxiety brought on by this student. An officer said Formella wrote, "I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm not any of that. I've just lost interest. I went back and screenshotted every single time that I said we should break up until after the wedding and after you graduated. And every single effing time you came back and convinced me it would be fine. I initiated every single breakup, only for you to end things saying you couldn't get over it. You ruined us. I warned you, we should have never started dating a long effing time ago. And you gaslit me and convinced me it was fine every single time because that's who you are. We will never, ever be together again. I'm not a second choice. I'm the best thing you'll ever have, even with all of my mistakes. You once again waited and strung me along until it was convenient for you. It broke me last time. This time, it changed me. I'm not sad. I'm effing mad that I let a 16-year-old F word with me like that. And I made a promise to myself that I never will let any guy F word with me like that again." Now, police said there was also a section in Formella's notes entitled Manifestations that read, "The teen is going to reach out to me soon and try to fix things between us. In the meantime, I'm going to live my best life knowing he's not the person I thought he was and that he is beneath me." Police said they found another note in Formella's phone from November 2024 that read, "The teen and I will connect again soon in a positive way. We will both get the closure we need in order to move on in a healthy way. We will be able to be a part of each other's lives forever. We will be in each other's lives forever. We will be able to love each other while also living our own lives." Here was Formella after being questioned by the cops and taken to jail.
I'm just going to put your seatbelt on. Unless you're able to reach it down there. Sure you don't want a tissue or something?
I'm feeling I'm going to throw up.
A bag?
Yes, please.
All right. Shauna, can you grab like a bag out of there?
This is a performance.
Hey, can you get like a bag?
I would love to see the video with the dude that's with a 16-year-old girl. I'll fucking daddy this man.
Oh, man. I figure it's something better than nothing.
So Christina Formella, for the record, has pleaded not guilty to all of these charges. I reached out to a spokesperson for her about the meeting in the conference room. At the time of this recording, I had not yet heard back. And that's it for this episode of Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Thanks so much for being with me. I'll see you back here next time.
Fam. Say what?
She fell in love with that little boy.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
So how the hell she got gaslit, and how he was stalking her, but she talking about breaking up with him.
Right.
Well, she probably did, and he stalked her because he also was in love with her, and she disgustingly was in love with that boy too. So if we remove the age, this sounds, I'm sure he did. If she broke up with him, he definitely did. Absolutely. At 15, 16, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But if we remove the age, this sounds normal, just regular BS about they fell in love.
She was really trying to live like she wanted the future to be them living two separate lives, but be together too. So she was going to get married and he was going to graduate. And then they were supposed to get back together and be together, but also live separate lives. Like she lost her mind immediately.
Right.
Hold on.
What is that?
Let's go back to the stalking. Right? How can he stalk her like at the school? He ain't got no car. Like what?
Do you think stalking only happens when?
I mean, for a 16-year-old to stalk a 30-year-old, like he's only stalking her at the school.
No, because remember he knows where she lives because they had sex there 5 times.
And she probably has her Snapchat and whatever social media.
Yeah,
but if he's stalking her, and then she said, "Okay, I guess we go ahead and go together."
I don't know if they happen in that order.
That's how she said it. She said he was stalking her, and then after the video went, she sent that long message saying she shouldn't have got with a 16-year-old. He was gaslighting her and everything of that nature. But in the beginning of the video, she said that she claimed that he was stalking her. Who gets with a stalker? That's 16 and you 30.
Yeah. I personally think it came
He
out.
never stalked her.
It wasn't no damn stalker. He liked that girl and she liked him. Like you smashed this dude 45 times and he's 16 and you calling him a stalker?
Does she need to go to the insane asylum?
Oh yeah.
Is it a mental health situation?
She lost her damn mind.
Yeah, she really has on this.
No way he wasn't no guy. She trying to get out of
About I
trouble.
love you. They kept breaking up. She manifesting stuff. Girl.
Right. The manifesting her later when he's older is wild.
I just think that she was just horny. She just wanted to get her rocks off.
Yeah.
I think so. She wanted to be with that boy. Her husband wanted to do it for her. They say the younger ones have pizzazz. So I mean,
energy
to feel young.
Yeah, and that's how they connected. Because I know they didn't have anything to fucking talk about. It was all sex.
Why do y'all always say this dumb shit? Like we ain't got TVs and stuff. There's stuff to talk about.
They got a lot of stuff. They got a lot to talk about. Man.
I think when you guys think when I say that, I'm not talking about we can talk about a TV show. I'm not talking about we can discuss what food we ate. I'm talking about actual intellectual conversations that happen when you're at an age of 30 that you have the life
some ass. I don't need no intellect. What happened on the last 2 episodes of Game of Thrones? And give me some top.
And that's
yes, you can. They can't have an intellectual conversation.
They have TV shit to talk about.
No,
basic service level bullshit.
I think you can actually have an intellectual conversation.
Man, I'll tell you
the
what.
15-year-old that you're in love with, pass. No, you can't. You guys are on the same page, 30 and 15.
And be like, look, the thing you did yesterday was nice. How many minutes of dick I got to give you to get an A?
Right.
I've had intellectual conversation with an 18-year-old guy before.
18. We're talking about 15, 16.
I'm 35. I'm 35.
Right, and we're talking about 15 and 16-year-olds that are in love at the age of 30.
It's only 2 years apart. You ain't changing
it's
that
all
much.
surface. However y'all want to cut it and slice it.
How old was that chick that they used a sound clip? I dare you. Wasn't she like 12 or 13 or some shit? That Greta, whatever her name was.
Greta Guthrie or something like that.
Yeah, she was in front of whole politicians and shit.
Thornburg.
Thornburg, yeah.
Yeah, so you could have intellectual conversations. Like, ain't nobody trying to jump into no intellectual shit.
Hey,
I'm just trying to fill the air until I get top off.
Let's drop this.
They can't have no deep connection.
Oh no, they had a deep connection.
Hold on. Let's drop the stuff. Majority of times, couples are not having intellectual conversations. They talking about stuff that happened that day. They talking about what show they had watched, how the date went. They talking about each other. They talking about their family and all that type of stuff. It's not a situation where we talking about economics and how it's affecting each and every household every single day. They talking about fucking, man. They talking about what they did last night and all that type of stuff, bro. Even if you got a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, majority, you might talk about some intellectual stuff, maybe 5%. Everything else, everything
on your relationship, like how this is the same way. Okay, how you have a relationship with your wives and how you built that up. I'm not saying that you have an intellectual conversation every day, but you guys definitely have, and not just about economics either. We're talking about deep, real conversations where you can relate and understand, and the experiences that you've had, you can relate to the people that you're dating.
I just gave an example. I'm not going to sit here and name every intellectual subject matter that we can actually.
But the part that you guys are trying to literally as like there's nothing to build in relationships. Like, no, you know.
I never even said there's nothing to build a relationship. I'm just saying, in general, most people are not having in a relationship. In that relationship dynamic, majority of the time, you're not having intellectual conversations all day.
She's more so talking about having a deeper connection, not just an intellectual conversation every day, but being able to really vibe with each other and connect deeply. It's much harder to try and do that with an adolescent who really doesn't grasp a lot of the concepts that you grasp as you're older, as you're wiser, as you're more experienced, because she has gone all the way through college. She's had her college experience. She's had her work experience. She's had more life experience overall. And you can't always connect with somebody that like in the same way when you're younger, especially as a teenager.
Hold on. Y'all assuming that everybody that's 30-year-olds have the mature mindset of a 30-year-old. I've had conversation with plenty of 30-year-olds, and they sound like they in fucking high school. What the fuck y'all talking about?
And that's what I'm saying. I'm okay.
And that's the reason why she connected with old buddy, because she probably had a young mindset.
Right. Maybe I'm not wording this correctly. I said that their conversations were surface level. Like they don't have anything really to talk about. That's all in all what I was trying to say. I don't know where this is coming from.
I still disagree though, because there's still a lot of things that you can connect on. There's still a lot of things that you can connect on.
Sure, TV, absolutely.
Not even.
I know what you mean. I get what you're saying.
No, not even that. There's a lot of relevant things that you can. There's a lot of relevant things outside of TV that you can connect with as a 30-year-old versus, with being with the 18. Not saying that I agree with it, but I'm just saying there's still things you can connect.
I hear y'all. I think I'm more of an like.
Even as 230-year-olds, there's still things
I don't like surface level. And I think that's more probably why I push it out there. Like I don't like surface level shit. So I just find it like I know that y'all had surface level shit then, those two. And that's all I would say.
No, because sometimes everything ain't got to be beyond the surface. Everything don't have to be beyond the surface in order for you to get to a certain point. Everything don't have to be deep. Sometimes you just keep it simple. That gets you a lot further. Sometimes what they say, sometimes simple is more. Less is more sometimes. It gets you further. Everything doesn't have to be deeply rooted and have to come from this deep place, and we have to.
I know it didn't.
On a wire level. It don't have to come to that. So, yeah. Again, I don't agree. I don't agree with the 30 to 16. I don't agree with that. However, but I'm just talking about the fact of the connectivity. Yeah, there can be something that they can connect on, and they can stick to that one thing, and it don't have to be TV. It can be anything. Right. It could be sports. Yeah. She plays soccer, so it could be sports that they connected from.
I never said they couldn't connect. Not that.
That's something in common though. That's a lot of people talk
surface level. I know that they had shit to talk about. But I do think that it was all sex. Absolutely.
Can I
they can have conversation here and there, but the I love you built from the passion that was mentioned because of sex.
But let me ask you this though: what is one thing that's beyond the surface level that somebody can connect to on a deeper level?
In the I love you relationship realm?
No, just relationship appeal. Like what's something beyond surface level that somebody like, you know what, that was deep and profound. I really connect with this person.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of things. I'm not saying that there's not, but I'm talking about just specifically relationships because that's what this was about. I think that you can build a relationship as a friendship and all that stuff with somebody who's younger, short. But in a relationship, I definitely just see it differently. It's just sex in this specific form. Like it's just that simple. How this was built into the I love yous was sex.
I know what the issue is.
It wasn't on anything else.
Ashley's
I feel you, Ash.
I disagree with relationship from a monogamous lens, not realizing this was a poly relationship. All them deep conversations is at home with buddy that got the ring. Homie at school wasn't trying to talk. He was trying to get some golf. It's different.
It was just sex, yeah.
Yeah, so we ain't gotta talk about nothing deep.
I never said we did.
No, yeah, she didn't say that. She didn't say that, but I took it somewhere else in regards to the connectivity aspect of it, which I'm on the contrary. I still think that they can connect outside of just the sexual aspect of it. I do still think that there's some way that you can connect with somebody.
Sure.
And it can be beyond just sports or something surface level. It can be something deeper. It can be something that they both can relate to. We don't always know that our age is not relative to the things that we can get deep and talk about. It's not
absolutely, I can agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Relationships. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So I can be a 20-year-old person, and I can dive deeper into conversations than a 35-year-old, or I'm 35 now. I can dive deeper into conversations than a 45-year-old would. So that is not relative to how deep I can be, or how deep of a conversation, or how surface level I can be. So that's that's the part that I'm arguing. That's what I'm saying.
No, I completely understand it. Relationships is what I was talking about.
That's what I'm talking about too. Relationships. That's what I'm talking about too. Relationships. It can be. I can be more mature than a 45-year-old, and I'm 35 years old. Just because of my experiences may be different, or I may have done more work than that 45-year-old. So therefore, I see things from a different perspective than that 45-year-old. So just my age doesn't necessarily define how mature I actually am, or how deep I can go in a conversation, or my relativeness into a relationship. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think I was just more gearing to 15, but I completely understand what you're saying. I remember when I was younger, and I definitely had more mature and deeper conversations than my age. So yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Hey man, they connected because she said she knew she should have broke up with him. Like if it was just sex, they was in a whole relationship. They was kicking it. Right now the story is they was having sex. They didn't say how much time. They got terabytes of information. So they probably was kicking it. She probably bought him some J's. She probably bought him some stuff. They probably went on some outings. Ain't no telling what they was doing, bro. Like if they got in a connection some type of way outside of sex, if she actually had a relationship with her, when she admitted herself, she knew she should have broke up with him.
Bro, she writing manifestation. She writing
manifestation. Right, yeah, like bro, she writing manifestation, a thesis, and everything. Like if it was just sex, she was like, "Well, fuck it," and just move on to the next little young buck. But she was in her feelings.
Yeah,
right.
And he was too.
Sex does that when it's passionate.
Okay.
Relationship. It makes you want to be in that. That's
think about it. If that's his first lady, then he in love until somebody can out freak her. So he in love off the rip.
Absolutely.
If Buddy packing 2 times what she got at home and he done touched her back, he done spinal tapped her, she in love too because he done provided something she ain't felt before.
Yes.
So it's a confusing love, but they in love.
Right, I agree.
So it's easy to say you're gonna break up with somebody till you realize that's your best stroker, and then you like, you know what? I need that again. I need my fix. Buddy at home ain't finna do nothing for me. So they were stuck between a rock and a hard place. Pause.
For real.
Y'all heard me?
No.
We can now.
Oh, okay. Y'all, anybody else got anything else?
Yeah, man, we got bamboozled, bro. Our teachers ain't looked as good when we was young.
Oh yeah, they had mustaches. You know what I'm saying? They wore sleeve gowns to work with barbecue sandals. Yeah.
We had Miss Doubtfires and fucking
Miss Trunchables and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Matilda principles and shit.
Like that shit was crazy.
Shit was looking atrocious.
They was looking like true Mormons out there. Shout out to the Mormons. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna hold you. I did have a couple bad teachers, you know, but they was far and few in between. But now it seems like every other month you cut the news on 3 new teachers giving it up. Like shit, I'm about to go back to school. Huh?
Hey, do you know if the husband like stuck with her?
I mean, he sold a house, so clearly somebody paying him lawyer fees.
Hey, shit, that's crazy, man. If he worked with me, I would fuck with his ass.
Bro, that shit is wild, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy work, though.
All right, well,
it'll be hella embarrassing.
Any final thoughts on this one?
Stay in your age range and the conversations ain't relatable. Keep your skin to yourself.
Basically. Ash, you struggle streaming today, ain't it?
Am I?
Heck yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just my computer where she was freezing up.
No.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple of times. I was like, dang.
And one time it caught you slipping.
Was it a fucked up face?
Well, it had me tripping too because like in the software she'd be frozen, and I look over at the other screen and she's still moving on YouTube. I'm like, what the hell going on?
I know, because I saw that you paused at one point, and I was like, I can still hear you, but then I saw everybody's stream start like blacking out. Everybody started, and I said, "Oh, damn."
Yeah. It's cool. The internet don't want us to be great, but we gonna still get our 100K, 500 and a million. We on the way.
Facts.
That's dead.
Big facts.
It's my last day on the struggle bus, bro. I'm getting that hookup tomorrow.
Yeah, let's get it.
I don't know, bro. I'm with them, and they still be doing me egregious. So. Don't talk too quick.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Don't talk too quick, because then when you get it, you
Shit gonna be having all kind of issues.
They're gonna let you down.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely
you
gonna
getting
happen.
that fiber,
That's what they said.
the AT&T fiber.
Oh, I hate it.
No, I'm going copy.
Yeah, there you go. You stepping your game up now.
Yo, Sean Paul.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna say shit.
Come from dog, like call your Paul, Sean. You just be
They would have
skipping
paused, bro.
over word to mother, Sean. You keep skipping over shit, Sean.
Hey, when the internet cut out, that's just pause right there.
See, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one wasn't me. I was like, dang, that's me again.
Yeah, you need that copy. Yeah, bro. Pause.
That's that last night. Last night on the struggle bus punching his ticket.
Hey, look, hey, Courtnee, when you do that picture, you need to put put pause like at the bottom or the top.
I got you.
So every time it's a pause, it's like pause.
I got you. I'll do it. I'll put it on there on my phone.
Matter of fact, put pause son on it, like pause.
But on the real though, why all these women that be hunching on these kids? If there's this incel epidemic, why they can't just bless somebody that's their age that just ain't getting no cootie cat?
Don't say that, bro. Now. Hey.
I mean, do the Lord's work. You know what I mean?
He said, "Do the Lord's work."
Hey, it is a lot of them. It ain't like it's a lot of them these days, man. The numbers going up. They got data and statistics showing like a rise of it going on right now.
Oh, the rise of what?
Of
incel
teachers having
teachers clapping buns.
Yeah, so it's like if it's
they need to do some community service, help some people out there.
It's a community service.
Hey man, save them dudes on their lotion budget. It's hard times right now. It's tearing from the grease.
They run it out. Go to Walmart, don't see no lotion on sale. They hurt.
I knew we was freaked out when they started selling all the toys in Walmart.
Oh yeah.
Boy, it's 32 flavors of Tingle That Coochie in Walmart.
Hold on, they got it in Walmart now?
Boy.
A whole aisle.
Don't go down by the medicine.
Oh, what?
I thought y'all bullshit.
Go,
too. I ain't know that.
Go to Walmart and go to where all the vitamins and stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
And then go towards the back like you headed towards where they sell all the tampons and stuff and look at what's on the end cap over there.
The fact that you know the exact location is crazy.
Well, protection is required, and that is where protection is. So
protection.
My nigga. Roll you.
I thought he was talking about toys. I was like,
no, they're in the same section. That's how you know.
Oh, it's over there.
They're right next to each other.
They selling dillies in Walmart.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
you got the lifestyles and the skins.
I beg your pardon.
Then you got the Trojans, then you got the Magnums. Then they interrupt you with the KY, and if you go too far past that KY, you got the bunny ears and the rings and everything.
Crazy. You know exactly what's over there.
So what you telling me? The Flintstone
You got that bitch mapped
is
out.
next to the dilly shit?
Boy,
it'll all be locked up. So it's
you can get your vitamin B12, your Trojan mans,
you get
and the little all on the same aisle.
You get the B12, the Trojan man, and the Flintstone toothpaste, all and the dilly all in one swipe. Sure?
They got the taser next to it all.
You can see some motherfuckers
They
with
got the Flintstone vitamins next to the dilly too.
Lord, not the children involved.
They got the Wonder Days next to the rechargeables.
Y'all crazy as fuck, bro.
They got I'm stuck on Betty because the Betty get on me right next to dilly.
The only thing left for Walmart is for them to put their ratchet song on the speakers in the store. Take me through that. Take me through that.
Oh, they say, they put that on there. Walmart gone. Walmart gone.
Oh man, they gonna shut down, bro. Everything gonna get stolen. They gonna steal the dillies.
I'm just saying. Multivitamins and ski treats on the same aisle is crazy work.
No, y'all now next time I go to Walmart, because I kind of stopped going to Walmart because it takes so long to check out. But now I'm gonna have to make a trip just to make sure if you lining up. Maybe it ain't make down. It hasn't made it down to Atlanta yet.
No, it has. Walmarts are all built the same. You know what I mean? In the same, they like to keep consistency in that sense.
Well, they got 3 different facets of ownership within Walmart. So
we're talking about regular Walmart, not the.
You go and you don't see it. Let me know, and I'll go live in the group chat and show you what it's looking like.
So they got lifesavers in Walmart.
What?
Hey, you really
lifesaver last night.
You can be consistent or choose the resistance. It's in there.
Like I found your lifesaver.
You put in your lifesaver last night.
Wow.
Hey, man. I'm telling you, they got the stormtroopers next to the multivitamins, man.
Stormtroopers. These names is going crazy.
Dillies in Walmart.
Dillies.
The dilly. That's funny.
They got the self-care next to the near.
Oh Lord.
Not you laughing at yourself.
Bruh. Y'all wild, bro. Hey. Yeah, it's time for us to get off this. It's time for us to get live stream. This is wild. Listen, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit that bell notification. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in and kicking it with us for tonight. You know what I'm saying? Tonight was dope, man. Tonight was good. We under 3 hours? What?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh shit, we gonna hit 3 hours.
No. No, we ain't finna hit 3 hours. But
hey, turn up, what?
I don't know if you want to go look at the joint that happened in France.
What happened?
They just did a jewelry heist.
In broad daylight.
Broad day, bro. And ran off. They ran off on the plug
and everything. It was crazy.
Oh, my mama, they got away.
Send the link. I'm talking about it tomorrow.
Yeah, you need to. It's nuts at 9 a.m.
I low-key been waiting for somebody to cover it, and nobody did it. But we already had the show lined up, so I was like, I ain't gonna interrupt what we got going on, but I'll send it over.
I don't know. They had been casing and plotting, but I guess the people that have been talking about it or that work there, they said that they've been complaining about the security and the safety forever. So it just, they climbed through the window because they have so much construction going on. So it just looked like regular people, and they went off on scooters, bruh. Stole shit and left.
They pulled up in a truck. They pulled up in a ladder truck and left on scoots on Vespa.
Crazy.
Sound like that Grand Theft Auto heist, huh?
I was just about to say, bro, that sounds like some GTA heist.
I'm talking about Italian job in the worst way. They was in and out in under 7 minutes.
Broad daylight, 9 a.m.
7 minutes?
They pulled up with chainsaws and just it was gone.
Bro,
yeah, now I'm gonna find a news clip or two and send it over.
Hell yeah, do that.
Because I ain't really seen nobody talk about that. I'm like, shit, it's time we take the pod international.
Let's get it.
That shit going crazy.
Hell yeah.
Y'all, I got a Halloween party this weekend. Y'all, if y'all ever in Atlanta, you can pull up. I'm gonna be. I gotta do my costume.
Dragonfly Jones.
I'm gonna be Dragonfly Jones.
Silence.
It's a pleasure for y'all to meet me. I have my obedient. Boy,
I'll keep it on the bucket for next year.
Jesus.
Hey, look, I got the bald head too, bro.
I thought you were gonna be Bruce Leroy.
That's what that was. That's what that thing you kept putting on your head.
Yeah, I got the bald head.
Gotcha.
That's crazy.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for kicking it with your people. So until next time, I will holla.